There I am, my lovely face. All right, let me shout this out on Twitter. Check, check, check. Shout it out on Gab. Check, check. Shout it out on Facebook. Check. Boy, that's low. All right, there we go. And share it. Check. Okay, and we are good to go, I think. Yep. Let me do a quick sound check here. Shout it out on. All right, well, sound's working good. Sounds good. So I think we're good to go. All right. Don't have very many people here. Usually there's more, although I haven't been doing the waiting room consistently, so it's not necessarily a big deal. Hopefully we'll get more people. We'll see. Picture seems a little grainy. I think I might try and up the bit rate. Not now, but later. So I see we have some folks in here. Bookworm Addict. Hey, Bookworm. Maddie Ice is in the house. How you doing, Maddie? So just those two. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get more. Hopefully. Oh, man. What an eventful day. Disappointing day, though, unfortunately. People, you know. They let you down. What are you going to do? I'm streaming to Rumble right now as well, though it's probably a waste of time. I've tried streaming to Kick as well, but not much luck. But anyway, hello everybody, and how you all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. I think I made my the thumbnail for this a little too busy. I didn't put sticks or quartering on it, so I think a lot of people didn't know what it was actually about. Matty Ice had an awful day. Yeah, well, join the club. Join the club, baby. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it is what it is. You know, what are you going to do? Sometimes stuff goes south. Not a lot you can do about it. But anyway, Mo in the deep. Audio and video seems fine. Well, thank you, Mo. I've been trying to dial the audio in lately. Some people are telling me I still have high speak, where my voice gets loud and the compressor doesn't compensate enough. It's really difficult to get the right settings. But, yeah, hopefully we don't have that issue this time. Yeah, you found it amusing, Bookworm, but you know what it's about. You know who they are. I think a lot of people won't know that it's Styx and Jeremy, so... And it was a bit too busy. A little too much going on in it, so, yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to try to lay off. Well, I'm going to try to keep the nicotine gum to a minimum. I'm almost out of it, and I'm not going to renew my reserve. Tomorrow I've got that coenzyme Q10 coming. It's supposed to be really good for energy and fatigue. So it doesn't really start to take effect in any major way until after like 4 weeks or something. But that should help. In the meantime, I've got the ginseng and the other stuff, so hopefully that'll work. Where is everybody anyway? I know that Fat Man and Little Cokehead have taken a hiatus, so we should have an abundance of people, but I don't see nobody. Did something happen that I don't know about? I have no idea, honestly. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Well, there's not much chit-chat. I might have to just get right into the first segment, because usually I like to have a bit of chat back and forth, but nobody's in the chat, really. I mean, not enough people anyway. FIFA? Oh, okay. I don't follow sports, so yeah. Especially not soccer. I'm not a soccer fan. I think that's soccer, isn't it? Yeah, well, what are you going to do? All right, it's always something, right? Oh, my goodness. Apparently, I'm not all interesting. More people will show up, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I should probably get into my first segment. I'll get to your comments after. I'm going to try to get through this show on coffee. And you say it, you would think it might keep me awake, but I have a sword workout after this show. I used to do my sword workouts in the mornings when I got up for like 40 years, but I can't do it no more. I don't have the energy anymore. If I do them in the morning, then I'm too tired to do anything else during the day. It didn't used to be the case, but well, that's life, baby. That's life. So, anyway, comments are dead. Oh, my son calls and tells me I'm a grandma. Well, that's good. Congrats, hopefully, there, Bookworm. I hope that works out. But anyway, what I'm doing right now, I'm opening tabs, so just bear with me. I could just watch the entire quartering vlog video, but I ain't going to do that because it's too long. There's a lot of irrelevant crap in it. So I'm just going to watch clips because I'm not watching 30 minutes of Jer nonstop. It's not happening. No way. Yeah, Jeremy Hambley is too boring. I just can't do it. Whoa. What is this? Auto loading?
When these like.
Oh God, I hate auto loading. All right. Yeah, I'm still opening tabs. You don't like it? Well, whatever. There's a bunch of relevant clips here. I gotta wait. Okay, it's not auto loading. Good. 3 more. Okay. 2 more. Yeah. Fortunately, I already have them all in order, so I don't have to move around any tabs. So that's good. I think I'm almost done. There we go. That's the last one. Okay, I'm going to have to go through here and make sure everything is set back to 0. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Oh, autoplay. Rewind. And those of you saying I should already have all this set up, it don't work that way. You can't have all these tabs open, man. I've been playing videos as well. It's just too heavy on bandwidth. All right, I'm ready. There we go. Bookworm addict. I wanted to be a seismologist, but I suck at math. As someone, heart attack, stroke, and sepsis. I mean, surviving all that means you had to be in top physical shape. Not many are getting out of that. Correct. Which, has anyone here read Catch-22? No. But anyway, let's get to the quartering segment, shall we? Okay, everything's good. Let's go. Wrong. Wait, what? I think I got... All right, there we go. Wait a second. Is the screen capture on? Okay, there it is. Okay. There's just a bit of lag. There's just a bit of lag. All right. There we go. There he is. Jeremy Hambley. All right, I'm ready to go. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. So Jeremy Hambley has come out and told the truth, while at the same time lying to us and himself, trying to gaslight us, and admitted that he does indeed get his coffee made by somebody else. After years of telling us he roasts his own beans, bags his own coffee, he's vertically integrated, which means he makes the bags, he makes the graphics for the bags, he bags it himself, roasts it himself, flavors it himself, ships it himself, does all the fulfillment, everything. He's doing it all. No, he does none of it. He pays somebody else to do it. Okay. And now he's claiming that people are showing up to his partner's businesses to harass workers. What businesses? Can you name them? Do you mean MetaPCs? Are you talking about me, Jer? And that interaction I had with Bearing, where he took private DMs and revealed our personal private conversation, where I said I was thinking about visiting like MetaPCs or something to check their dumpsters, but I never actually did it. I just said I thought it would be good content, maybe, but then I rethought it. And then Jer read that and left a comment on Twitter saying, come check my dumpsters. That's why he's saying this, right? Nobody came and tried to go through your trash, buddy, okay? Nobody. Show me the evidence. Show me the receipts, because I sure didn't. And that's obviously what you're making reference to. So I think you're a big liar, a big fat liar, to harass and disrupt business without showing any of the proof that this took. Yeah, I mean, where's the proof? Yeah, I don't. Anyway, let's listen to Jer, right? Here he is walking around, even though he supposedly has a bum knee, but now he's very ambulatory, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Let's take a listen, though.
So this past week, these morons, so I showed a shipping label by accident on my live stream.
Yeah, because you're too dumb to, have two different computers, one for business and one for live streaming. Yeah.
And what happened next was exactly what's been happening for the last year to every partner that's worked with me, because these people...
What partners? Are you saying that you were partnered with MetaPCs? Do you own a chunk of MetaPCs? What's going on there? Are you talking about Javatsava Coffee? Well, we already know that you're working with them. We already know that they're your drop shipper, right? So, I mean, why would anybody go there? We don't need to verify that. You showed us the evidence. So who are you talking about, man? What partner are you talking about?
People who are supposedly against life ruination and messing with people's money. They're all frauds and liars.
But dude, you're not against life ruination. Didn't you get that guy banned from YouTube? The guy that had 5 kids and worked with Fat Man and Little Cokehead? Didn't you get their editor banned? He's got 5 kids to feed, and you destroyed his $100,000 a year income? I mean, you ruined lives. Look at how many channels you flagged. You flagged a lot, buddy, in my opinion. Ruined a lot of lives, but it's okay when you do it, right?
You know, failed race car drivers.
He's talking about the camel guy. Camelotter or something. Yeah. Failed race car drivers. Yeah.
You know, okay. Failed, comic books aren't how...
He's talking about FNT, Friday Night Tights. I mean, who's he talking about? They're very successful. All the people on that show, since they got rid of Chrissy Mayer, are successful. She was the only loser on that show, really, I think.
How I want them. They're all failures in life.
Oh, they're failures in life, dude. A lot of those people on Friday Night Tights, especially the main guy, I forget his name, are more successful than you. What are you talking about? What about the Cobra Cast Live dude? He's way more successful than you. He's one of the top podcasters in the world or something. What are you talking about? Like, not too far below Candace Owens. This guy, green-eyed monster of envy, baby.
And they think they want everyone else to fail. It's the crabs in a bucket.
Oh, do tell, you genius psychologist, you.
Kind of.
This is projection, by the way. This is how he feels about the world. He's talking about himself right now.
Mentality. But I want to explain, before I explain the big expose that happened.
It is a big expose because you've been telling us for years that you roast your own coffee.
And then I've got a little tip later in the video to share that I think is pretty fun.
Yeah, because tips from you are so useful. Yeah.
Just some of what these people who just want the truth have been doing. They've been going through my garbage cans.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Show us evidence, man. What do you mean your garbage cans? Show the evidence. Again, he's making reference to me and a lie that guy Bering told. But, dude, I didn't do any of that. First of all, you live in Wisconsin. So my conversation with that Bering guy had nothing to do with you. I was very specific about what I was thinking about doing, and it was MetaPC. So do you own MetaPCs? Are you actually the secret owner of MetaPCs? Because that's obviously what you're making reference to. And by the way, I never went there. So, I mean, can you show us evidence? I want to see videos. Show us this person. I'd love to see them, by the way. It never happened. He's just making this stuff up. Making it up, man.
They've showed up at my partner's places of business.
Receipts. By the way, as big a baby as you are, we know that if you had evidence, you'd be showing it. You'd be showing it, buddy.
They've showed up at their businesses and harassed employees.
Oh, really? Oh, I would love to see that. I want to see the evidence. Show me the evidence, man. Come on. There's got to be security cameras, right? I mean, most businesses have security cameras. Show us. No, because he has none. Right? He's just trying to play the victim card.
They've called the FDA. Of course, the FDA laughed at them because...
Oh, really? No, they didn't. Are you telling me that the FDA came out to your house, presented you with the complaints, and then laughed? Dude, that doesn't make sense. That didn't happen.
Because, again, there's no there there.
Well, there is a there because you didn't have the ingredients on your flavored coffee, and the law says you have to have the ingredients on there. Furthermore, you have to put the place that it was manufactured when you add flavors. So there was a there. You were misrepresenting. You were lying here, but no big shocker there.
They've called local food companies or whatever. They have harassed my partners, the people that...
You've said that already.
Make my bags, the people that...
Wait. But you're vertically integrated. You make your own bags, right? You've said that numerous times. Now you don't make your own bags? Wait a second, Jer.
Roast my beans.
But you roast your beans. You told us many times you have a coffee factory with employees and it's yours and you own it. Now you don't? So there is a there. That...
Harassed them, showed up at their places of work.
Lies. I don't believe any of this.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know because it's not true.
Extremely weird. It's just like...
What's weird is you lying, and now you're owning yourself. Now you're... What an imbecile!
I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of things you could criticize me on.
Lying, misrepresenting, being committing fraud. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Right? But this is like the dumbest thing, and they've really picked on it.
Yeah, because people could only die. I mean, there could be ingredients in there that, people are allergic to, and because you don't put the ingredients on the bag, they don't know, and then they drink your coffee and drop dead. I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal.
So when they say they care about the truth, and when they care, they just really want transparency. No, they don't. They want...
Well, where's your evidence? Where's your evidence that they don't? I mean, that's a positive claim, so now show evidence that they don't care about the truth. When that's what they're demanding. Show evidence. He can't.
Want to harass people, emails.
Oh, evidence, buddy. Show it.
Phone calls. I mean, I have security footage of these idiots showing up at one of our facilities.
You have no security footage. That's a lie. If he had it, he'd show it. He would show it. It's just that simple. This is like lack of evidence is evidence. Well, I've got it. So I don't have to show it, but I have it. That's evidence. No.
People say, Jeremy, why don't you just sue him? It's not worth it.
Sue who? For what? But dude, you have no cause of action. Now, first of all, proving damages isn't enough. You also have to prove that whatever caused the damages wasn't true. Just suffering damage, like, monetary loss, if it's from truth, you can't sue. So what are you going to sue for? What are you suing? What are you talking about? You can't sue. You have no cause of action, buddy. Even if you could show damages. Damages from what? People telling the truth that you don't make your own coffee? That you didn't properly label the bags? What is he talking about?
These people have nothing. I can't take it from them. And there's no point.
Right. It would cost you more money than you would get out of it. Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, my business model is very simple.
Yeah, you don't have a business model because you don't have a business. Drop shipping is not a business. Somebody else makes your product, they distribute your product, you pay them to do it. That's not really a real businessman.
There's really nothing complicated about it, but it's not drop ship.
It is drop ship. What is he talking about?
Simply not.
Don't say it's white label because white label is drop shipping.
Every other YouTuber that you're thinking of is drop shipping for the most part. But that's not what I do. I made the decision that I wanted to build a brand. It's the same reason I didn't call my coffee Liberal Tears Coffee or
That would have been a better name, actually.
Coffee Coffee or something stupid like that, because I wanted to build an actual brand. We're close to being into Walmart.
You'll never be in Walmart. You'll be on their website, maybe, but you'll never be on the shelves.
And it's, I don't know why they want to destroy this business.
Nobody wants to destroy your business. What are you talking about? God, look at how bloated his face is. He's so overweight. It's disgusting.
You know, we have employees.
You don't have employees. Somebody else makes your coffee. Why is he saying this? Dude, he can't keep track of his lies. He lies so much. He's told the lie so many times. He can't keep track.
They're trying to ruin their lives. And
oh, really? Dude, you don't have any employees. Does your wife count?
it's pathetic. And
Oh, now throwing about ad homs. Yeah. When you have no argument, that's where you go.
the people that are viewing this and like partaking in this and acting like they just care about transparency, they're lying, because I see the emails from my partners when they're harassing them.
Show us the evidence, baby. That's all we want to see.
They forward them to me. I see the security footage when you idiots show up at our facilities. I see your YouTube videos when you're talking about going through my trash cans.
I never went to your trash cans. What are you talking about? I'm the only person. I mentioned it in a DM to Bearing, and I didn't even say I had done it or was going to do it. And I didn't. I just said I was thinking about it. And then I changed my mind because, I thought about all the possible legal ramifications. And I was like, it's not really worth my time. It was just a passing thought because I thought it might interest him. But I mean, what are you talking about? So you watch me. Well, that's good, pal. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know you watch my content.
All of this to do what exactly?
Prove that you're a liar. But of course, you removed the need to prove that by telling us that you're a liar.
Discover the truth?
Yeah. But thank you. You told us. You don't make your own coffee.
The facts of the matter is, this is a very dedicated group.
What are you talking about, dude? They're drop shippers. You're drop shipping.
Of people with nothing better to do, and I respect that. Hey,
they have nothing better to do. Well, you have nothing to do. I mean, you'd have something to do if you had an actual business, but you don't.
People get bored.
Well, you obviously do, that's for sure, pal. You're making this video on your vlog. Lord, who has a vlog these days, by the way? Anyhow, moving on. Proof that Jeremy is totally, completely contradicting himself. This is the problem with being a big fat liar, is that you lose track of the lies. Let's take a listen here.
There's a big difference between what I do and what most everyone else does. I don't drop ship my coffee.
So let me explain something to you, how white label works. It's drop shipping. It's just a different drop. It's literally this. It's no different. It's drop shipping, but a little more specific. Okay? So you just have a specialized label. So somebody else makes your coffee. It's the same coffee they make for other people, or maybe they do add some special flavoring. I doubt it, but it doesn't matter because they're roasting the beans, they're bagging the beans. The labeling is specific for your brand, but they're doing the fulfillment, they're doing the shipping. You don't do anything but pay them. It's just a different form of drop shipping. It's just a different form of drop shipping. White label is drop shipping.
We roast our own special blends.
Who's we? You don't.
We hand flavor our beans.
What do you mean? You don't hand flavor it. What are you talking about? Somebody stands there and sprinkles the, chemical powder into the, vat of beans?
We pack our orders.
You don't pack your orders, dude. When you say we, that implies you, personally, or people that work for you. It's a possessive. When you say we, You mean people believe you mean people that work for you, that you literally have your own coffee factory.
Ship our orders. We handle our customer service.
You don't. And it's not we, because it's not your business. Javatsava isn't you. When you say we, that's lying. You are lying. You don't own Javatsava. And before that, you used Mill Creek. You don't own that either. So you're automatically lying when you use the we. You're trying to intentionally mislead people.
We are not a drop ship outlet.
White label is drop shipping. It's drop shipping.
We're a real coffee company.
You're not a real coffee company. Javatsava is a real coffee company, but you don't own it. So you can't say we.
And I made that investment with...
What investment? You're implying that you bought machines, that you bought a K-cup machine, that you bought a coffee roaster machine, that you bought a coffee grinder, and all the, accoutrements that go with it. That's all lies. You didn't do any of that.
With the plan of having something that could grow.
Again, implication that he started a business, he bought all the equipment, he has an actual physical building. It's all a lie. All a lie. Now, I'd like you to look at the AI Gemini overview. Yes, you're exactly right. White labeling is a specific branded variation of the traditional drop shipping model. Instead of selling unbranded or supplier branded goods, a white label arrangement allows you to take a generic, mass-produced product and slap your own logo, label, and packaging on it before the supplier ships it directly to the customer. It's drop shipping! It's drop shipping! So the main difference between standard drop shipping and white label drop shipping comes down to branding and perceived value. So standard drop shipping, you sell an item exactly as the manufacturer made it. The package often contains the supplier's branding, marketing materials, or no branding at all. Meanwhile, white label drop shipping, the manufacturer leaves the product generic so you can customize the packaging, tags, and labels with your own branding. It's still drop shipping, Jer, so stop coping, stop trying to gaslight us by playing word games and trying to confuse people as to what words actually mean. Moving on. The Quartering states in a May 2025 episode that he bought a K-cup machine. Based on his recent statements, does he own one or not? Good question. Apparently he does not, but we will see what he has to say here. Last year, he, apparently had to raise 380 grand or something.
I've heard that 30% margin is about what the minimum required to stay above water. Yeah. Well, right now I'm in the growth phase, so I'm trying to
So these are growth phase. Growth phase of what? There is no growth phase when somebody else is making your coffee. Be it Mill Creek or Javatsava, there's no growth phase. Growth phase is your own business. You're growing a business. That's not your business, so you're not growing a business, so you're misrepresenting. Even now, you're lying. You've been lying the entire time. You have no coffee factory. You have no coffee roasting machine. You have no K-cup machine. You don't bag anything. You don't do any of that.
Get out there, get a lot of people on subscriptions, and then work on my costs. So I talked about yesterday how I bought a K-cup machine.
You didn't, but you lied about that. You actually, you admitted in a video I already talked about, you didn't buy a K-cup machine. You have somebody else package your K-cup. I send them 900 pounds of coffee, 900 pound shipments, and they grind the beans and they put them in the K-cups. First of all, that's not true, because you already admitted that you don't roast your own coffee, so that was a lie. So you do not ship 900 pounds of beans because you do not have a coffee roasting machine. You were already very clear about that. It's obviously Javatsava that does your K-cups as well. These are all lies. You're making them up as you go along to try and cover yourself, but they catch up with you eventually, pal.
That's going to lower my cost.
And I knew that was a lie, because there's no way you could be cost effective shipping 900 pounds of beans out, right, to some K-cup manufacturer, and then they're doing the fulfillment? So they're shipping the 900 pounds back to you, or they're fulfilling the orders? What are you talking about? That's not how that works.
cost by $1 per box. That's like right back in my pocket. And I sell like 5,000 boxes a month.
No, you don't. We've seen how much you sell on Amazon. It's not impressive.
Sometimes 10,000 boxes a month.
No, he doesn't.
So like, you know, that's right back to the bottom of right back to the bottom line.
So he never bought the K-Cup machine. He admitted that. So he lied about that. So any fundraiser that he did is potential fraud. So somebody out there, if you donated any amount of money that's decent, you might want to contact a lawyer, get a class action going to sue this guy. I love how he's actually trying to talk about suing people for defamation. Meanwhile, everything they're saying is true and everything he's saying is a lie. So this is just projection. Truth of the matter is, I think he's afraid of people suing him. So he wants people to stop talking about all his lies and potential fraud so that they won't sue him. Yeah, buddy. Moving on. So we have Jer here. This video calls for audience members to buy a $100 vault pack in Trump's cookbook to help save the business because the already purchased K-Cup machine was put on his credit card. But now he admits he never bought it and doesn't make his own K-Cups at all. How interesting, Jer. But in the last video, you said you made your own K-Cups, that you had a K-Cup machine. Now you've already admitted you don't have a K-Cup machine. Wow.
Go ahead. Find someone else selling out my hot butter rum. I challenge you to. Okay.
Doesn't Java Tsava have that? Maybe. I don't know. I know they have your blueberry cobbler crap.
Okay.
Or maybe it's under a different name. It's blueberry though, something. I bet if I ordered that and his and tasted them, they would taste exactly the same. Maybe I should do that.
I know that you A-logs are watching.
Oh, then why would you be admitting all of these lies?
The way the business works.
Oh, you're going to tell me how business works. Wow. Okay, Jer, do tell, buddy.
Is that we roast a coffee and then...
You don't! But you just admitted you don't roast the coffee, dude! So this is like a year ago and some change. You know, I'm not sure when this was recorded, but obviously it was well before he came clean. Dude, you don't roast the coffee. You just admitted because you spilled the beans by stupidly using the same computer for fulfillment and live streaming, and you showed the order. You showed the address of Java Tsava. People figured it out because you gave them that information because of your ineptitude. Oh, but here you are. Oh, you roast the beans, but you don't. Now you've admitted you don't.
We bag the coffee.
But you don't. What? Who's the we? Dude. Now what he's going to do is claim, well, I was referring to Java Tsava when I said we. See, but you can't. But that's disingenuous. They're not your company. You've been talking about vertically integrated, growing your own company. You can't be referring to them when you talk about growth and we. Those are personal references. You don't own Java Tsava. Why would you care about growing their company? What are you talking about? You're clearly referring to a fake, fictitious, made-up entity that is your company that you've been lying about for years.
And we send it to Amazon.
No, you don't. Actually, Java Tsava sends it to Amazon, it turns out.
When we make K-Cups, we roast the K-Cup.
You don't make K-Cups. You just admitted you lied about that. You send out. And you don't even send out because you don't roast your own beans. So that's all a lie as well. That's another lie, guys. And that's very, very clearly a lie. Okay? You can't try to use little word games. Well, I was saying we. I'm referring to Java Tsava, you see. No, you said specifically, we roast. I roast 900 pounds of beans and I ship it to a K-Cup company. And they bag it. They package it. No, you don't. Oh, he'll probably try to claim, well, I was talking about Java Tsava. When I say we roast up the beans, I'm talking about Java Tsava. And then Java Tsava ships it to another company after they've roasted the 900 pounds of beans. See, that's what I was talking about. But wouldn't Java Tsava have its own K-Cup machines?
Coffee. And then we get it put into K-Cups because K-Cup machines are very, very expensive.
Somebody should contact Java Tsava. Somebody should contact Java Tsava and see if they do K-Cups as well. Then we can prove this is a lie as well.
Looked at buying one. We were really close to buying one. But there was like, I didn't know you needed to buy like some food grade.
Okay, so this is a very recent video. Okay. All right, so now he's admitted this is where he's spilling the beans about the K-Cup machine.
Air compressor that was really expensive. And
It's not really expensive. It's class 0. It's like 5 to 10 horsepower. It's about $10,000 new. You can get it used for less than half that. So that's a lie.
so it made more sense
No, it doesn't.
to just pay somebody with a K-Cup machine.
Well, it makes more sense when you're not the one roasting the beans. So you don't have the beans to grind to put into the K-Cups in the first place.
To put my coffee in it.
Look at the look on his face. He's obviously lying. It's such an artificial smile. He's so forced.
That's the conspiracy.
Uh-huh.
That's the grand conspiracy. I roast the coffee. I send the coffee.
You don't roast the coffee. Oh, but then he'll say, when I say I roast it, I meant Java Sava. I haven't roasted it. I just wasn't very specific because I don't want to be specific in my speech so that I can then, do a retroactive rewrite of history. Well, I meant Java Sava. Yeah.
Coffee 900 pounds at a time to somebody who puts it in a K-Cup for
It's a lie. That's not happening.
me. That's the gotcha that these.
This is before he revealed the shipping label that showed that he had his coffee made by Java Sava. Okay, he was still trying to maintain the fiction in this video of him being the one that roasts the coffee.
Retards think is some sort of gotcha.
We did get you. Well, you got yourself actually.
That's it. That's the there.
But isn't that a cell phone? Even if we didn't know about your coffee being roasted by somebody else, isn't that cell phoning when you claim to have bought a K-Cup machine? And you fundraised for one? Dude!
I don't know why they've so fixated on the coffee thing, but
Yeah, gee, I don't know why. Yeah, you're telling all these contradictory stories, all of these lies, obvious lies. Yeah, gee, I wonder why.
it's probably because it's successful.
No, it's because you were running around flagging people and getting their channels removed for doing nothing more than, dunking on you for things that were eminently dunkable. And so people started to look into you more because you were provoking them. That's really why. Take some responsibility, pal. Now, he ain't going to do that.
But yeah, by the way, you can go to buycbc.com right now and pick up some coffee if you want to support us. Go ahead.
I don't want to support you. Unless and less people want to, as time passes. So anyway, here we have the coterie threatening to begin the process to sue creators for defamation. Yeah, these are real financial hits. Ooh, yeah, let's take a listen.
This isn't. They're just mad. They're mad at the world. They're mad that,
It's personal.
I don't know, things didn't work out for them the way they wanted. And I get that. But what I don't get is...
Are you sure you're not talking about yourself? And are you sure you're not projecting here? See, I think, Jared, that you're mad that things did not turn out the way you wanted. That you're now essentially broke, probably living off debt and credit cards, having to sell all your crap just to stay afloat and pay your mortgage. I think you are unhappy that your wife probably sleeps in a separate bedroom and that the only action you can get with her is during, the swapping thing you got going on, the swinger stuff. I think you're not too happy with your life, pal, and this is just projection on your part.
Harassing people that I do business with, going after my sponsors.
Uh-huh. Oh, he lost some sponsors. Are you surprised, Jer?
Losing sponsors, that's an actionable item.
Only if the people... First of all, you have to be able to prove what caused it. So you got to be... Correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation. So the burden of proof is on you. That's number one. So you need to make some kind of causal link between X person and Y advertiser. That's number one. So that's already very difficult. Number two, you have to prove that they lied and that lie directly led to you losing that sponsor. If the sponsor dropped you because this person revealed a truth about you, that's not actionable. You need both. You need both dishonesty in terms of some kind of malicious intent. And by the way, it doesn't necessarily always have to be malicious. Somebody could think something was true because they heard it from someone that they thought was reliable. They could repeat it. and that could lose you money, and then they'd be responsible even if it was unknowing on their part. But you've got to prove that what they said was untrue and that it caused the damages. So good luck with that, buddy.
Defamation, right? They were emailing my sponsor saying that I was doing drunk ad reads for them.
You mean like you emailed YouTube and got people's channels removed, buddy? And we know you did this because you said you were going to do it, and then it happened in the exact way that you said it would. And then you revealed your emails from your MTG headquarters email that were the exact same wording and format of a report to YouTube and what it would look like. You mean like that? Like how you reported people?
Right? Obviously I wasn't. And my sponsors knew that. Not all of them. Some of them just couldn't deal with the constant barrage of harassment.
Yeah, gee, that's a problem, buddy.
These are real financial hits.
Like you hit that guy whose channel was making $100 grand a year, and you impoverished him and took food out of the mouths of his 5 kids. And Lord only knows how many other content creators
that are tied to the defamatory statements. You see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with this?
I love this. So he's perfectly okay with banning people for making fun of him, for making light of his absurd life, the wife swapping, the swinging, the bulls, all the lies, which he's verified now, very stupidly, if you ask me, by telling the truth lately. It's not drop shipped, it's white label. And they're the same thing. White label's just another form of drop shipping. And so he's let us know. Yeah, we've been right all along. Oh, but you should feel sorry for me, right? Yeah, but not these people that I got banned and whose livelihoods I took away. No. That was deserved. They were making fun of me. That's wrong.
It's sad because it gets some clicks, and that's okay. Good for you. Now, at some point, the issue is they know it's not worth it for me. Like when you're a failed race car truck driver, or
dude, you're a failed YouTuber. You're surviving off of selling crap. Did you sell that $70,000 backhoe? How much did you get from all of those arcade games? What about your Funko Pop collection and your NES collection? How much money have you been able to raise, and how long is that going to keep you afloat? And when are you going to have to declare bankruptcy? Because you're not making enough money off your YouTube channel to stay afloat. And unless you got some kind of new Rumble deal, which is possible because he is streaming exclusively, live streaming exclusively on Rumble, which tells me maybe he got a new, probably less advantageous deal than the one before, because Rumble is clued into the fact that he don't have many viewers no more, and that he never really did. But in my opinion, I'm still allowed to have an opinion, right, YouTube? But money's gonna run out, pal, especially the way you spend.
Your channel, your YouTube channel's basically dead.
So is yours.
You know it's not worth it for me to file some sort of lawsuit against you for defamation.
Okay, dude. You don't have a case. People telling the truth about you isn't grounds. You can't sue. And by the way, you don't want the discovery. Oh my God. If you sue somebody, they have discovery, dude. They're going to delve deep into your financial records. You didn't want to go on that Caleb Hammer show because of that. You think that would be bad. Just wait until a lawyer gets involved. Dude, if your career isn't already over, it would be then.
But at some point it's going to become worth it because I have all of this stuff lined up, right? I can tie direct lines from these statements from certain commentators.
No, he can't. And it doesn't matter if he can. What do you mean? Can you prove that was the cause? So you have to go to your, advertisers that dropped you, get the specific reason for why. They may or may not tell you. And then you have to confront the allegation. What are these people saying? You lied about your coffee company? You did. It's provable you did. What do you got? You got nothing, pal.
To real-world harassment.
You got to be able to quantify damages. What damages? What harassment? Who was harassed? Where? Oh, well, some fans of a certain YouTube content creator went to a business. Oh, that's not their responsibility. You can't sue them for that. What are you talking about? You have no cause? You have no cause for action? What are you talking about?
To their fake reviews on Amazon, like this would not go.
Oh, fake reviews. I said he's going to sue about fake reviews. Well, somebody bought my coffee and they wrote a fake review. People buy your coffee. They don't like your coffee. They leave a review. You're not entitled to a good review. Oh, well, I can prove that it was done with malicious intent and that they like my coffee. Really? How can you prove that? It's subjective. And only they know that. So you don't have a cause of action. Wow, this guy. You cannot leave a bad review of my coffee. Everybody must love my coffee. I love the entitlement of this guy. Wow. He thinks he can sue for that. Get the hell out of here. He thinks he can sue because some, rando YouTube follower who saw a video of this person or that person decided to go to one of his businesses. And by the way, we only have his word for that. I don't believe any of it. After all the lies this guy's told, I think it's all bunk. But you can't sue for that. What are you talking about? You gotta be able to prove damages, pal. Oh, somebody showed up at Meta PCs and harassed some of the computer builders asking if, they were fulfilling my coffee. Woo! Can you prove damages of any kind? No. Well, what are you talking about? By the way, I don't think that happened either.
Well for them.
Anyway, moving on.
When these failed race car truck drivers and dork anime avatar YouTubers and fake investigators from the Midwest act like they're really out there doing something, they're not hurting me at all. Every time they do something stupid, I just turn it into more. When these
Well, if they're not hurting you, then you can't sue. And why would you want to sue if they're not hurting you? Great. Contradict yourself some more, buddy. Moving on.
These are the same people that are standing on the I am righteous against, I am against life ruination. I'm against all this stuff. They aren't. They say they are, but they aren't. They're happy to run with defamatory statements like.
There it is, defamatory again. What statements? Could you name them? No, because they're all true, probably. They're happy to run with defamatory statements like saying that I sell dropship coffee. But it is dropship. It's white label, which is dropship.
Some of these idiot YouTubers, because it gets them clicks. And that's okay. Good for you. Now, at some point, the issue is they know it's not worth it for me.
All right, moving on. Oh, Kino Grove. I've got a kind of rapid fire today. I have a business meeting today, a little after 2 p.m. He said he's meeting with Walmart. Uh-oh! Also sounds like he's finding a new drop ship roaster. Java Tsava dropped him, it looks like. Oh boy! Hilarious! Gee, Jer, where are you gonna get your drop ship crap coffee made now?
Here, I've got a kind of rapid fire today, chat, because I've got a business meeting a little after 2 o'clock today that I tried to reschedule, but there's 6 people on the call.
I thought the paperwork was already done, Jer. I thought it was in the bag, buddy.
Trying to get Coffee Run Coffee into Walmart, and so
that's never going to happen. A lot of companies have to pay for the space on those shelves. Getting onto the shelves of Walmart is extremely difficult. Usually you have to have something proprietary or extremely strong brand loyalty going on. You don't have any of that.
Told you, Walmart is not racist anymore.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop disparaging them, so they let my coffee in there. So,
yeah, dude, you disparage Walmart a lot.
Yeah, being available on Amazon is really easy. Being available at Walmart is very hard. I had to hire different attorneys, and I don't even know if it's going to be worth the money, but we'll see.
He's just blowing more cash, this guy.
There's just going to be another bag of coffee available.
By the way, what happened to Chrissy Mayer? What happened to this new co-host? I haven't heard anything about that lately. It seems like that's no longer in the works.
in an aisle full of coffee at Walmart, but people will be able to buy it from Walmart's website, which is cool. And
That's the only place it's going to be in association with Walmart, their website.
Walmart takes half of the fees that Amazon does. So I
All
automatically
right.
make $1.50 or $2 more per bag just by selling
Okay.
at Walmart.
So you'll be able to make $2,000 a month instead of $1,000 a month. Woohoo!
Nice.
So that's the primary reason. Like it's 50, Amazon takes like 30%. So they take $6 from every bag that I sell just to be there.
Wow.
Walmart takes 15%. So not even changing prices, you know, I sell maybe 10,000 bags a month. That's
Dude, nobody believes that. You're not selling 10,000 bags a month. We've looked at Amazon. It's nowhere near that. Oh, well, you're forgetting about my website. I also fulfill from there. You mean from Java Tava? Oh, yeah, I'd love to see those numbers, but you never will.
$3 difference is $30,000, you know, so it's like just
Yeah.
net bottom line. And
He ain't selling 10,000 on nothing. I guarantee you.
most of my viewers don't care. They'll buy it from Walmart.com. They'll buy it from Amazon. They don't care.
Right.
Both offer free shipping. So this is a big deal for us. So I had to bring in some attorneys to make sure all of my paperwork's in order and all that kind of stuff. But
I thought the paperwork was already submitted, buddy.
we have a big story here. Fired.
So, finally, from the Keto Grove, Java Sava discontinued their custom coffee program. No more blueberry cobbler for you, baby. No more tiger's blood watermelon flavor for you. Oh, I love it. Quartering has to now get another contract roaster to drop ship his trademark flavors if he wants to continue his coffee grift. Oh, excuse me, white label. But isn't white label drop shipping? Yeah. Walmart buyers are totally going to approve a product line that has been discontinued, i.e. has no producer. Yeah. How many orders can you fulfill a month, Chair? Well, at the moment, I can fulfill 0 because we lost our production facilities, but don't worry, I'm going to find a new one soon. Sorry, we have discontinued our custom coffee offerings. Gee, I wonder if this had anything to do with them being revealed as Jeremy Hambley's coffee supplier. The timing seems awfully convenient, or inconvenient for Jer. As we continue to expand our standard coffee offerings, we have chosen to no longer offer custom roast and custom flavored coffee. Yeah. We encourage you to check out our large lineup of single origin coffees and flavored coffee. So we have our own flavored coffee. We're just not going to, make it for other people. Now, did I see this video? Jeremy Hambley directly contradicts his claims that Coffee Brand Coffee is vertically integrated, highlighting that he uses an outside roaster, packer, and graphic designer. Oh my!
I challenge. Of course, I use a roastery to roast my beans. Of course. The difference is between.
But you told us you don't. You told us you roasted it.
Dropship coffee and say my coffee is that you cannot get my specific flavors anywhere else because every one of them has been personally dialed in by me and the recipe is trademarked.
What do you mean personally dialed in? Isn't Java Sava in Pennsylvania and you're in Wisconsin? Are you telling me you didn't just use their proprietary, already established flavors to make your coffee and just slap your brand label on their bag, which is what white label is? You telling me you came up with some kind of proprietary blend flavor of your own? Really? How? How, buddy? By the way, it's still drop ship. Somebody else is making it and bagging it and roasting it and fulfilling it and shipping it. That's drop ship.
Not necessarily trademark, but it is, I can't think of the right word, but it's exclusive to me. So you
we have his word for that.
might see a blueberry crumble coffee and say, I gotcha. There's somebody that sells blueberry. I challenge people to buy it and then taste mine side by side and tell me if they taste the same, because they don't.
I might do that. I'm not going to take your word for it. That's for sure.
I don't use the same beans. I choose the beans.
Wait. It's dropship, dude. White label is dropship. You don't choose the beans. You're in Wisconsin. They're in Pennsylvania. What are you talking about? You don't choose any beans. What is he talking about? He's trying to present this impression that he's somehow special or different or specialty or niche, or he's got some kind of special blend that neglects the fact that he dropships it. Well, yeah, it's dropship, but it's special dropship. It's not like that Tim Pool crap. Oh, no. I choose the beans. Java doesn't choose the beans.
Beans, I choose the flavors, I choose the flavor levels.
Yeah, I don't believe that. And that's not how dropshipping works. That's not how white label works either. You choose the beans as in, you call up Java. Hey, Java, you got a Colombian blend? Yeah, we got Colombian beans. Okay, use the Colombian beans. That's what he means by chooses the beans. The beans they have in stock, which I'm sure is a wide variety. They're a coffee roaster and a drop shipper. So of course they have a wide variety of beans. And you choose from what they have in stock. So what? It's still drop shipping.
Flavor of coffee that I sell goes through about 15 to 20 taste tests from...
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Give me a break, pal.
Me and my wife.
Oh, come on. Come on, dude. It's Java dropship. So you're telling me that you're contacting Java and say, hey, Java, I've got this new idea. I got an idea for a new coffee flavor. Can you whip it up and then send it, ship it here? And me and my wife will taste it, and we'll give you our critiques, and then you can fine-tune it. Get out of here. I mean, maybe that's happening, but I don't know. It wouldn't matter anyway. They're still the ones making it, not you. You don't have some machine cooking up these flavors, dude. What are you talking about? It's still dropship. I don't understand how he thinks it's not dropship. Because, he's telling him what he wants. Yeah, that's dropshipping. That's how it works.
To dial it in right, I choose the level that I want it roasted from my roast partner.
What roast partner? Partner? Yeah, you pay him to do a service. Cook up my beans, bag my beans, put my label on it. I want this flavor. And yeah, they cook it up for you. You're very specific. That's called white label. It's just drop ship, but it's a little more specific in terms of branding.
It's very simple. It's how every major coffee company has started. Now, again,
Dude, you have no coffee company. It's drop ship. White label is drop ship. You don't have a coffee company. You don't own anything except a trademark that you let lapse. And you only renewed it one day before somebody else could pick it up and use it, i.e. the coffee brand coffee trademark, which is the worst name possible for a coffee company. I'll name my coffee brand coffee.
I want to point out, no disrespect to people.
I want to try and gaslight your audience and play word games, Try to create a distinction without an actual difference. Got it.
People who do drop ship coffee.
You drop ship! Oh, God. White label is drop shipping, okay? It just implies a little more fine-tuning in terms of flavorings, perhaps, and branding. That's it. But it's still drop shipping. See, there's different varieties of drop shipping, but it all falls under the category of drop shipping.
It's totally fine.
It is fine, but it is drop shipping also.
It's a totally legitimate business model.
But it's not a business. It's not your business anyway, as you have claimed it is for years now. So you're a big fat liar.
But I do not. My coffee is simply not dropship by.
It is dropship. It absolutely is. You're playing word games. You're trying to gaslight your audience. It's dropship, okay? Stop doing that. Stop playing games, buddy. I know you like to do it, but nobody's falling for it. We know what dropshipping is.
Any definition.
Yes, it is. It is. Google it. Anybody out there, Google, is white label a form of drop shipping? Guess what answer will come up? Yes, it is drop shipping.
I work with partners. It's like people were to think.
You already said before you bought out your partners. You don't work with partners. You said you bought out your partners, dude. You're telling a lot of lies, buddy. You have a hard time keeping track.
People would act like it's a gotcha that I don't print my own coffee bags in my house.
You said you're vertically integrated. By the way, this is a straw man. Nobody ever said you use your house as your coffee coffee factory. You've made the claim that you had a coffee factory with your own employees. You use terms like possessive we's, and we do this, we do that. I have this machine, I have that machine. We roast our own beans. We bag our own coffee. We handle our own fulfillment. Meanwhile, Java Tava actually does all that. So you lied.
Well, you might be surprised to know that I buy my coffee bags from a partner.
Java Tava, they have bag printing machines. Yeah. Maybe he does buy it from a bag maker. I don't know. It's very lazy of you. If you'd have bought the equipment when you had the money, you would save a lot of cashola, baby. But you're not vertically integrated, and you never have been.
A partner roasts my beans.
Yeah, no, you said you didn't have a partner roasting your beans. You used we. You said my. We have a roasty machine. We have a master roaster. Nope. Java Tava does. Mill Creek Coffee does.
A partner?
What do you mean by partner? Are you just using that, very loosely now? Before you were referencing people that actually had part ownership in your so-called coffee business. Now you're using it to describe people who you're paying to do a service for you. That service being drop shipping. He likes to use these kind of terms interchangeably to try and confuse you and mislead you.
Does a lot of things. My graphics, right? I outsource my graphics. Well,
yeah, Java Tava probably does that, dude. You can't be outsourcing all this stuff. It'll actually cost more than having it centralized under one roof. It's actually would be cheaper to have Java Tava do all that, which they probably do.
He's really an employee that does
Well, not anymore. He's got to find a new drop shipper now.
that. But I don't understand why the internet has glommed onto this the way it does. But
Because you told so many lies. And you have so many inconsistencies in your stories. And it's so obvious. That's why.
trying to
And you're so smug. You're so smug. And insufferable. That's why.
understand the internet is stupid.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you provoke people constantly. You insult them. You talk down to them. You condescend to them, pal. That's why.
No one should ever do that. But it is dumb. There's no
Oh, yeah, we're all dumb. Yeah, because we figured out your grift.
there.
This is all pure cope.
There, as Dan Bongino famously said.
Oh.
The truth
Yeah, his show is bigger than yours too, buddy.
is, these people are dumb.
But I wonder why they've glommed onto this. I'm just calling them stupid, but yeah, I wonder why they don't like me.
And they don't like me. They don't want me to succeed.
Yeah, they don't like you. You're right about that, buddy. As for wanting you to succeed, if you tell the truth, sure. But you lie.
By the way, you can pick up some of my coffee at buycbc.com.
Not going to happen unless I want to do like a side-by-side taste test. Maybe buy some of Java Tavas and buy some of your crappy blueberry crumble. Crappy, in my opinion. And we'll see, buddy. If they taste the same.
Takes you directly to our Amazon store. You can't get my flavors anywhere else. You can't.
Really? Oh, really? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll buy some Java Tava. It's only $15 as compared to yours, which is $20. They also sell 12-ounce bags. How interesting. I pointed all this out, by the way. It was obvious that he was buying from Java Tava or some kind of outside, drop shipper, even though supposedly white label isn't drop ship, but it is. But anyway, there you go. More lies from Jares, more attempts to obfuscate, muddy the waters, confuse, mislead you, play word games, try to redefine words. Mostly videos like this are for his boomer audience, the people that watch that don't know all the drama going on right now and are not familiar with the lore and all his past lies, who are not really up to speed, because anybody up to speed knows this is all a bunch of crap. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Any future content, hit that notification bell. Also, if you'd like to support my channel, got a Patreon link in the description. You can also subscribe as a monthly supporting member by hitting the join button there right below the video. That would really help me out. You can also make a one-time donation via my Cash App, or you can donate to my GoFundMe campaign that's going on right now. You want to find out what that's all about? Link is in the description. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the realist philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, this guy. He's so insufferable. But he doesn't understand why people are going after him. Really, buddy? I don't get it. I'm totally in the dark. Why don't people like me? I only call them stupid. Yeah, it's a mystery, pal. It's all a complete mystery. All right. Let me get to your comments, if any. Yeah, we got a few. Oh, wow. Yeah, I gotta scroll back. Looks like Lurley. Oh, my God. It's a lot. It seems like there's some kind of conversation going on in my chat that has nothing to do with the show. What the hell? Oh, my God. Yeah, guys, could you not use my chat? I mean, Jesus, crazy. All right. I'm just having to find out where I left off. Whose channel says this guy roasts his own beans? Lurley. I hate to sound like Wendy, but where's the philosophy? Okay, I think Lurley is a troll. He might need to go. Whose channel? Coke Mal, Coke Joke, huh? Lurley. Special Velocity is an ironically apt name. Oh, I think this guy's a troll. He looks like he's spamming the hell out of my chat too. Whose channel? This is the guy with his grandma's armchair. I want to hear something philosophical. Oh, I think I know who this is. You might have to go, buddy. Whose channel? What? All I'm seeing is some ill guy fighting with someone who doesn't know they exist. All right, yeah, he's got to go. You know, all right. Yeah, bye-bye, Lurley. You're obviously here for nefarious intent. Let's do a 30-minute timeout. Yeah. Isaac Kemp. Wow. Okay. So too much. Yeah. Okay. Good. Isaac Kemp. Stelis has abandoned you, Sticks. Edric Crowley's Lesser Book of Solomon and cast spells to break your pact. Ha ha ha! Crowbar, let's go. Hear that, Sticks. We'll get to Sticks in a sec. Isaac Kemp says, my familiar is an African gray parrot named Dionysus. CJ, Sticks sucks devils. Okay. Lurley is probably Sticks. So that was Sticks Action Hammer in the room. I recognize his, that's almost certainly with Sticks. Isaac Kemp. I have deep lore obtained from unacknowledged USAP translated Atlantean tablets. Oh, really, Isaac? Interesting. What does Sticks have? A bunch of moldy old tomes about theosophy. Oh, yeah, that's garbage, by the way. Yeah. Isaac Kemp. Lurley, we know who you are. May the... Oh, yeah, you figured it out too, didn't you, Isaac? Very good. Very, very good. You're developing some passable discernment skills. Looks like my content is useful after all. Isaac Kemp. Sticks is going to be locked up in the bayou with the Raging Cajun. Yeah. Tyrone and big buff black dudes, yeah. Isaac Kemp. Lurley, even Sleazy Martini wants nothing to do with you. What a loser. Isaac Kemp. Lurley, to be fair, between your mom and Night Stalker Dad, you didn't have much of a chance. Yeah, Sticks, X, and Hammer. Yeah. Unfortunately. Lurley, comic books are magic, Sticks. You and I both know this. SM1 Life. Lurley, if you're Sticks. Oh, yeah, you guys figured it out, too. I didn't even read any of these comments. I figured it out pretty quick. It was obvious. If you're Sticks, dude, just get things straight in Vermont. You know they are laxed. I gave him a 30-minute timeout. He might be back. Get a loan, a decent lawyer, and you won't face any time. Nothing shows up in Louisiana, just dumb Vermont. Isaac Kemp. I had a long conversation with John Blanche before he died about the synergetic magic present in his art. Oh, God. Yeah, that Sticks. Isaac Kemp. Lurley, you devoted your life to magic. Sadly, you forgot the first rule. Yeah. Oh, boy. All these... Yeah. Yeah, that was Sticks. Now I have to scroll forward to get the comments that aren't about him. Wow. Sticks, X, and Hammer is not too hard to spot. He attempts to undermine and he also attempts to make everything about himself. So he's not very difficult to pick up in a room like this. Wow. I have to scroll through all this crap? SM1 Live. Literally, it has to be Sticks or he wouldn't be engaging this much. I do hope you get things together. Yeah. Kalashnikov, Realist, what's the point of drop shipping white label if another company does all the real work? Wouldn't customers get a better deal ordering directly from the producer? Yes. Yes, they would. So, but that's why he doesn't let you know who that is. All right. That's why he hides it on the labels and such. He's trying to pretend like he has some kind of proprietary product, even when he's called out and it's proven that he's drop shipping. He tries to create this arbitrary distinction that doesn't really exist. White label is a subcategory of drop shipping. It's not drop shipping. It's drop shipping. Oscar Slightfoot, yes, the coffee is a couple bucks cheaper on the other site, but Jer's greedy. Yeah, no kidding. He doesn't do anything himself. All that talk about and by the way, I could have set this guy up a coffee factory for very cheap. Near cost. The labor would have been a decent amount, but I wouldn't have charged him all that much. I would have charged fair market rates. So all he would have needed to set up his own coffee shop. Number one, coffee roasting machine. You can get them used. You ain't got to buy it new. Of course, Jer has to have the best of everything, so he would want new, right? Because more reasons. But I could find one used for relatively cheap. Coffee roasting machine, okay? I mean, really, coffee grinder. A new coffee grinder can cost around 10 grand, but you can get them cheaper. You can get them much cheaper. Coffee roasting machine, coffee grinder. The bagging machine, not that expensive. The machine that allows you to decal them. So you buy the bagging machine. The machine that bags also does the graphics. There are machines out there that do both graphic and bagging, right? Or maybe they're not. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. But there might. Yeah, I think so. I forget. But even separate, they're not that expensive. So a decaling machine, bagging machine, coffee roasting machine, coffee grinder. I mean, all you have to do is set up then. Good electrician. I mean, you need a vacuum system for the coffee dust. But, I mean, it's not that expensive. This guy is losing so much money by using a middleman, which a friggin' drop shipper is. I can see why it's not that profitable. That's why Java is able to charge more than 25% less for their coffee. Because they don't have a middleman like this guy. He's just lazy. That's all he is. He's lazy. Oscar Sykeford, yes, Isaac Kemp, literally your tricks may work on simple-minded people, but not me. The bad robot is in the room. This is Styx's former girlfriend. I can give you the end card. You may only use it once. Okay. Isaac Kemp, literally, who's your favorite philosopher? I bet it's something cringe like Kant. Who knows? I gave him a 30-minute timeout. He was just spamming the chat too much. I mean, it was just too much, and he obviously was misrepresenting himself. I knew that this was not who they were claiming to be, that this was somebody else. I had a feeling it was Styx. Yeah, I had pretty good discernment skills, okay? SM1 Life. You're right, Isaac. Isaac, a random guy wouldn't just come in here and stay this long. It's definitely Styx trolling. Yes. I thought Epicurious. Yeah, he loves Epicurious. Yeah. I know he loves Epicurious. Isaac Kemp, please, realist, tore apart his video on Epicureanism. It was a good one. Yeah. I tear apart all his videos, man, that I review. We're going to review another one soon. Isaac Kemp, literally, I guess Styx is a lot like Diogenes. He lived like a bum, too. Alpha Tango Joe, what's up? Hey, Alpha, how you doing? Isaac Kemp, sorry to hijack your chat. I couldn't help myself. No, it's fine. You didn't really hijack it. Literally did. Crowbar the Skull. Jer never intended to open his own coffee business. It was all a big makeup story. Well, he's not a businessman. As much as Jer tries to pretend, he's just that. He's a faker. He's a fraud. He's a phony, in my opinion. He doesn't understand business. It's all overwhelming to him. He looked at the undertaking that it would be. Meanwhile, it's not that hard. You rent a space in Wisconsin. It's not that expensive to rent a space. A warehouse space, put a roasting machine in there, bagging machine. That's it. It's really pretty simple, especially if you have 300. He could have done it for 380 grand. He got the HELOC. I could set it up for less than that. You could set up 2 coffee factories for 380 in Wisconsin. The startup costs are not that high. You can get yourself a K-Cup machine that can produce 1,100 an hour for under 10 grand. You can even do his K-Cups, man. This guy, but instead he goes to a drop shipper because he's too lazy to do the hard work of setting up an actual brick and mortar business. Meanwhile, he would maximize his profits, yo. He might actually be rolling in the dough if he had done that. But oh, no. Let's use a drop shipper and then claim I'm not using a drop shipper. Love it. All right, let's get the sticks. Give me a sec here. I'm scrolling here. Here we go. Stixy boy, there you are. Give me a sec. I'm opening up his horrible video. By the way, is it just me, or has anybody noticed that Sticks, Hexes, and Hammers video quality has gone into the toilet? It was already pretty bad, but it was better than this. Is this maybe like 320p? I don't know, man. Looks like maybe 160p. It's bad. Anyhow, his most recent videos today, Arguantina destroys England. I guess he means Argentina. Yeah, fake typo. The New York meteorite. Oh, jeez. On ice stops in Styops and Imogration. Oh, boy. The U.S. and Iran continue to fight. Jeez, the fake typos, man. You're killing me, Sticks. You're killing me! Oh, it's crazy. All right, let's get to this video. It's really bad, by the way. Which is good. It's so bad, it's good. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, my God. All right. Quick sound check on my end.
They taste pretty much the same. All right, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit.
Too loud. Give me a sec.
All right, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about food nostalgia.
That's okay. That'll do. Still sounds a little loud, but that's better than not being loud enough. So hello all and welcome. And it is I, the Realist Philosopher. And this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with Sticks, Hex, and Hammer 666. Oh boy. Well, I noticed one thing different. He has changed his shirt. Looks like he got a shirt from Mel. I guess Mel was getting tired of the smell. So she decided to sacrifice one of her shirts to get all stunk up and worn out by Sticks. I guess Sticks got tired of people making fun of him for wearing the same shirt all the time. Even though he's made about 150 videos saying he doesn't care. You want to criticize and make fun of me? I don't care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't make a video saying I don't care. But anyway, in this video, Sticks is talking more about, you guessed it, food. Big shocker. A guy that's starving himself to death, looks like some kind of late-stage anorexic / AIDS patient, is dreaming about talking about food all the time. Big surprise. So let's get into it.
All right, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about food nostalgia. Yes, that is foods that remind you of your childhood, that are cozy, that make you feel comfy and stuff like that.
I don't have any foods like that. Do you guys have foods like that? I mean, what foods make you feel comfy and nostalgic? I don't know.
Apparently, autistic people have something called safe foods.
Well, that's you, because you're autistic, right? I'm assuming, but you've told us you are. You've been diagnosed as such, but you don't believe it. Yeah.
Or something like that. At least I've heard that.
He's heard that. He doesn't know personally, of course. He's not autistic. Oh, no.
It's like, basically, they're picky eaters. That's what they used to call them back in the day.
Well, because there's kids that are picky eaters. There's no such thing as autism. Your logic is mind-blowing, buddy.
I have never been a picky eater.
Oh, so you must not be autistic then.
To be clear, I've got a cast iron stomach, other than with escargot and oysters.
When you eat, which isn't often.
I have a problem with certain shellfish, it seems. It's really a big problem because I do like the taste. And I want to try steamed mussels at some point.
Talks an awful lot about food. Dude, you have no life. Your entire existence seems to be looking forward to new dishes. Don't you have a kid somewhere?
I'll probably puke them up. So, here's my list. These are foods that remind me of being a kid, that make me feel cozy.
Night Stalker special? Meatloaf and mashed potatoes made by Dad. Yeah.
Effectively. Number 1, V8.
V8? Isn't that like a vegan drink? It's like marketed to people that want to get their so-called 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, which is a big giant scam. That's just disgusting.
I've spoken of V8 multiple times on this channel. In fact, I'm probably going to get some later.
Yeah, don't you talk about using V8 cans as grenades when you play pretend war?
I love V8. I've loved it since I was a little kid.
It makes a good fake hand grenade, yeah.
I love it now. And thankfully, they're one of the few companies that never changed their formula. Because if you change it, it's gonna suck dick. I hated it when they came out with the low-salt version. It was right around the time that my dad had a heart attack. And my mom
Broke into one too many old ladies' houses in the middle of the night. Gave himself a coronary.
became obsessed with healthy eating.
I've seen your dad, pal. He's anything but the, portrait of health.
New Englanders should not generally attempt to make stir-fry. Let's put it that way. I can make it.
What a weird pivot. Has absolutely nothing to do with what he was just talking about.
But not every New Englander can make it. And then we had the low-salt V8, and I'm like, I crack it open. I didn't realize it was low salt at all. I didn't know it. And I tasted it, I'm like, this doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste right. Then I checked the can, and I'm like, oh, that's probably the reason why. You have this...
Even as a kid, he had such an inquiring mind. Oh.
Problem sometimes. So V8 would be probably number 1 on the list.
That's not a food, man. That's a drink. Well, I mean, look at who we're talking to. Almost his entire diet is liquid in nature.
Number 2 would probably be SpaghettiOs. Yeah.
SpaghettiOs? Dude, what are you, a homeless bum? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I loved SpaghettiOs as a kid. I still love them now.
I bet you do, buddy. You can just crack it open, eat it anywhere. Yeah. The favorite food of the traveling hobo.
Again, another company that has not changed its formulaic sort of system with regards to its product.
I doubt that. I'm pretty sure SpaghettiOs have changed over the years. I would be willing to bet the ingredients have changed, pal. Okay.
Thank goodness. If only Windows were the same, there'd be a better world.
Yeah, I have Windows 10. It keeps telling me, he's asking me, do you want to upload to Windows 11? No.
SpaghettiOs are basically the same as they were in the 90s. They taste pretty much the same.
That doesn't mean they are the same.
I don't think that they changed anything.
Okay, so you don't know. Got it.
Good.
That's this guy. Always talking about stuff he knows nothing about.
Don't. That would be a bad idea.
I guarantee you, SpaghettiOs are not good for you, okay? Don't eat SpaghettiOs, man.
Third would be Cabot cheese. I can remember going to Gillingham's over in Woodstock as a kid, and I would take a buck with me.
Sounds like this whole guy's life is food and pot.
Yeah, this is back when $1 would actually buy something, by the way.
No, when I was young, $1 would buy something. You're a kid.
So, yeah. And
you don't look like one. You look like you're older than me. But anyway.
I would get myself some Cabot cheese, the sharp cheddar. And they have these little blocks of them.
Who cares about this stuff? I mean, I'm dunking on you, so it's entertaining. But I'm the one people want to watch, not you, pal.
They used to be 35 cents. I think that they're $2.99 now.
Yeah, it's called inflation, pal. Another thing you don't understand.
Actually. Showing the strain on the U.S. economy, I suppose. And I really, really liked those. I'd get a couple of those, and then I'd get a soda, and...
Where's this money coming from? We know you weren't working as a kid. I thought your parents were poor. You don't sound poor.
You know, you just wander around eating cheese and shit. It was...
Who the hell's eating cheese and drinking soda, man? Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good time back in the 90s as a kid.
Cheese and soda. I bet you weren't stuffed in any lockers. Oh, no. I'm sure you fit right in with the other kids.
Even if you were poor, by the way. Because poor back then didn't mean the same thing that poor means now.
Kind of sure it does.
Poor now means you're in the upper middle class and you can't afford Wonder Bread and shit like that.
I don't think so, pal.
That's another thing that I liked.
By the way, Wonder Bread is very bad for you. White bread? Don't eat white bread, man.
As
I don't eat any bread, though.
a kid. I loved fluff sandwiches.
I mean, there is some differential, of course. Poor people today have more access to what would have been considered luxury goods 50 years ago. So there is some truth to that. Yeah. The poorest people in America oftentimes are better off than anybody else in the world, right? Especially third world countries.
I can't stand them now because I don't eat sweets. But you would simply...
What are you talking about? You drink booze. Booze is pure sugar, man. May not taste sweet, but it's still sugar. Lord have mercy. Dude, your whole entire diet is carbohydrates. You're a carbohydrate fiend. What the hell are you talking about?
put the fluff in between two slices of bread, and then you would eat it. Ta-da! That's all you do. PB&J is okay, but fluff was better. Fluff was also good with peanut butter, actually, just saying. Another thing that I really liked as a kid was celery stalks with peanut butter smeared on them. And I still love that now.
It's disgusting. By the way, what's he trying to do with this video? Be more relatable to people? Yeah. Good luck.
You get your protein, you get your crunch.
From peanut butter? You have to eat a lot of peanut butter, buddy.
And the celery's hydrating as well. Really, really good. And of course, then there's my parents' cooking. Like tuna noodle casserole by my mom. I've always loved that. Or shepherd's pie.
Well, dude, you had no choice. You didn't cook anything yourself until you were like 28.
And my dad's soup. Tomato basil and potato leek and things like that.
Is that why you're not eating now? Because you never really learned to cook for yourself? Yeah. I don't know if I buy all this crap. He talks about being a cook, a chef, brilliant chef. I mean, if you're cooking, why are you so anorexically thin, man?
Their cooking was always good. I always liked that.
What What about Mom, the fry cook? Was she bringing stuff home from Mickey D's? I'd like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Is your mom the lady that works at McDonald's, dropping the fries? Did she bring home burgers? Did she bring home her old quarter pounders and cheese and all that from Mickey D's?
So those are cozy recipes as well.
Cozy. He views food in a very weird way, different than me. I eat because I need to eat. I need fuel.
I would say another one, beets. I love beets.
Uh-huh.
And I can remember as a kid getting baked beets fresh out of the garden. And
Well, baked beets, they're not baked when they come out.
and they were just wonderful.
Anybody out there eat beets? They sound disgusting. I don't think I've ever eaten them. Maybe I did when I was a kid. I don't know.
I mean, they tasted 10 times better than any beet that you're going to get in the store. And even those are good when you
He's a wizard gardener, don't you know?
bake them off. Baked beets, I would say, is probably on the list. Also, I would say sushi.
Aren't we already at 5? I thought he just said 5. Sushi.
Because
Don't eat sushi, man. There could be parasites in it. Sushi is not a safe food, man. Raw fish? No. No, thank you, man.
the first time that there was a place that sold sushi in Rutland was when I was 14.
Rutland sushi? Definitely not going there.
And we went there, and I got sushi. And I had never had it before.
You feel the need to let us know that you got sushi at a sushi place? You don't need to get that specific. We know if you go to a sushi place, you're going to be ordering sushi, pal.
I mean, I had never really even thought of it before. And I thought it was great, actually. And this wasn't even like
Maybe that's why he's so thin. Maybe he's got like a tapeworm. Maybe he got like some parasites from the sushi. I don't know.
a high-end place. This was like a low-rent, Chinese-owned sushi place.
I think you mean Japanese? Chinese people making sushi? I guess I can, yeah. Low rent sushi? No.
And it was great.
Even back then, this dude was making questionable decisions. I want to eat sushi at a low rent sushi place. No, thank you.
Another thing that reminds me of my childhood would be the
Night Stalkers? The Night Stalker? Jeffrey Dahmer? No, he ate people. Your dad just, S8 old ladies. Who went into, what was the Night Stalker? Well, the Night Stalker, right? Ramirez guy? Was that the Ramirez guy?
the super dog at Seward's.
Oh, his dad and the Ramirez guy. But I think the Ramirez guy unalived them, too. But anyway.
Which sadly,
We really don't know. I mean, maybe his dad did some of that as well. Hard to say. Could be stuff possibly that his dad did that he was never captured for. Don't know.
no longer exists. They went out of business. The owner, I believe,
A lot of these people, these serial criminals that do these SA crimes, have much longer rap sheets than the authorities actually know about. Just saying.
decided to simply call it quits and never transferred the business or anything.
Yeah, we
So
don't
now
care.
it sits derelict.
We
It's
don't
really,
care. We don't care.
really sad because their hot dogs were amazing. I loved the super dog, especially with chili on top of it. It was great. And their steak fries were amazing too. It was classic diner food. But it reminds me of my grandfather, because every week we would go over to Seward's, or the Chinese restaurant, which is also gone now,
Was he a Night Stalker too?
with my grandfather, and we would all, have a good meal.
You can imagine what kind of dude would produce a kid like that that's running around and breaking into the houses of 85-year-old broads and they're saying them and getting caught. How you get caught? She's 85, man. Oh my God, you couldn't get a more helpless victim, and yet somehow he couldn't get away with that. Wow. Talk about inept, and that's his dad.
One time, I had this thing. It was called the pig trough, if I remember correctly. And it was literally a wooden trough This reminds me of my childhood, trust me, for multiple reasons. I'll get into that in a
Pig trough. Fascinating.
moment. It was a wooden trough,
Wooden trough.
and it had 4 scoops of ice cream in it. It had all the flavor. It was basically a gigantic Neapolitan with banana and chocolate syrup on top.
You don't sound like you grew up that poor, buddy. Get a lot of desserts on a regular basis.
And one time, I went to Seward's and I said, I just want the pig's dinner, basically. I want the pig trough. And I didn't even eat a regular meal that day. That was the same exact day, and this is one of the reasons why it reminds me of my childhood. This was the same exact day that I destroyed those carpenter ants by dumping red ants into their colony and letting them fight it out. That was a great day. Man, I wish I could do that one more time.
So he's the kind of guy that gets pleasure from stepping on ants. I got me some red ants, and I poured into a not red ant colony. Ooh, I got such sadistic pleasure out of watching them red ants destroy those other ants. Ooh, that was the most fun I ever had. I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree, yo.
I'm serious. I
believe you, buddy.
don't get nostalgic easily. But there are certain things that remind you of your childhood and stuff like that, and there are certain
Sadistic pleasures remind him of his childhood. What? Interesting.
things that you wish that you could redo.
I'd kill a bunch of ants. Wonder what else he might have killed. I don't know.
I wish that I could kill those ants off and eat a literal trough of ice cream one more time.
This is some of the most demented stuff I've ever heard, yo. What the hell?
It would have been funny. They also had really good root beer floats. Yeah, they had really good food. I mean,
Guys talking about sadistic unaliving in the same sentence as great tasting root beer floats and troughs of ice cream. What the hell am I watching here?
it's a diner experience, but, you know, who gives a shit? There are all sorts of things that remind me of my childhood.
So he's a sadist. Okay, yeah. Starting to make a lot more sense why this guy is where he is now. All the bats. Ain't too many bats in that belfry.
Not all of which are fun. Like the time that I skinned my knee. Yeah, I fell down once. Actually, I've still, I believe, got a small scar here. I fell down once, actually, when I was coming
You got a lot of scars, pal. We just can't see them all.
down the hill towards home.
Notice how everything he describes is being done alone or with Granddad, who was obligated to be around him. Notice that none of his nostalgic stories have other kids in them because he was probably extremely unpopular.
From school, and I
He's running home from school probably because he was being chased by bullies.
took a spill, and that was not necessarily the best day.
Yeah.
Although I think that I played with Legos later, so that's okay.
Another activity done alone, of course.
That reminds me of my childhood, but that's not a food. Yeah, there are plenty of
Yeah, this guy's getting way off track, yo. You're all over the place, man.
memories that I have. I wish I could do a larger video
Yeah. Too much spice to the brain, buddy. You're totally, completely unable to focus.
of some of my childhood memories, actually. Because some of them are really great, some of them are really terrible,
I bet most of them are terrible.
and then some of them are just innocuous fun. As
Like killing ants, yeah, and getting pleasure out of that. Yeah. Got it.
far as food goes, though, I was
Well, no, that wasn't innocuous. He said that was like the best time he ever had. Yeah.
always spoiled as a kid with regards to food.
Big shocker. He was spoiled. Yeah.
You know,
Nobody's
fish
surprised.
sticks
Nobody is surprised by that, pal.
and crinkle fries. The standard 90s food for kids.
Well, that's what you need to be eating now, pal. Food that's high in fat. Very high in fat. Not your one meal of rice a day.
I got it all the time. I
If he's even eating.
was a very happy child.
I don't know about that, buddy. You might have been happy, but for the wrong reasons, like killing ants and stuff.
And
Maybe small animals.
I liked hot dogs until Mom surreptitiously began buying the turkey ones. which have no flavor at all and taste basically like boiled cardboard. And I had wondered for a couple of years, actually, like, what the fuck's wrong with these hot dogs? Why don't I like hot dogs anymore? I thought there was something wrong with me.
Yeah, turkey hot dogs. Not so good. I mean, yeah, okay, pork hot dogs. You got pig lips and pig butt and, hooves, but it's tasty.
I thought, my God, my tastes have changed. I can't eat hot dogs anymore. Then I realized what the actual problem was. And I said, you can't do this. You can't do this to me.
You figured out the mystery of the hot dogs. You're such a genius.
If you want to eat the tofurkey dogs, you go ahead and do that, but I want the old school, mixed up, it's just a pile of meat that's been slurried around, gelatinized, and put into a casing.
Sounds pretty good, baby. The animal product sounds good to me. Sounds real good.
I don't care about health. If I'm eating a hot dog,
Well, we know you don't care about health, pal. That's pretty obvious.
it's not going to be health food.
Dude, your diet consists of vodka.
It's never going to be health food, and I don't want it to be health food.
Well, you don't eat health food now, man. I think your rice and whatever other so-called healthy soup crap you're eating doesn't counteract the booze.
If I want health food, I'll get a salad or something like that.
Salads ain't healthy. All vegetables are inflammatory. Bad idea, pal.
Which reminds me of one more food.
This is way past 5. He's way past 5. He said 5 foods. What are we on, like 7 or 8 now?
I tried as a kid that I really, really, really liked. I was at Billings Farm, actually, and
This guy has no life. Sounds like he's living in the past. Jeez.
they have some outdoor stuff that they do, and they have salad available.
Salad.
And it was dandelion green salad
Fascinating.
with ranch dressing. And this is the only time in my life that I've ever liked ranch dressing. Oh, it was delicious. For some reason, it just goes with the dandelion. Otherwise, I usually
Isn't that a weed? Dandelion's weeds?
use a
You eating weeds?
vinaigrette. I like raspberry vinaigrette best. Yeah, that reminds me of the raspberry vinaigrette that they used to have in those salads in the Netherlands.
Who the hell's watching this, man? This is horrible content, Sticks.
But then they
Has he made this video before? Somebody let me know in the comments. I bet this is like the 27th iteration of this video he's made.
they switch, and they stopped putting the apple chunks in there and started putting in pear instead.
Apple chunks in salad?
Probably as a cost-saving measure.
That's called fruit salad. I don't eat fruits or vegetables, but if I did, I wouldn't want to mix fruits and vegetables together. Sounds disgusting.
I was really sad about that.
Yeah, because your whole life revolves around hedonism and food and pleasure and gluttony and, fulfilling your pleasures and your desires. Yeah, you have no life.
Also, it had walnuts on top. So that became a problem when my tongue swelled up. I decided that I would switch to a different salad.
Now, you better not drink any of Jerry's coffee, man. You don't know what you're getting there if it's flavored. Oh!
That's about all.
Peace out. Peace out. Wow, that was atrocious. Oh, that was terrible. How does anybody watch this trek? Good Lord, this will probably get like 8,000 or 9,000 views, too. Yikes-ola. Okay, I can't take no more. Thank God it's over. So there you go. The story of Styx's stomach throughout history. Wow. I'm so entertained. Can't you tell? I'm entertained by myself because you're boring as hell, man. Oh, I thought this guy said he was interesting and exciting, and he's not boring. He's so eccentric and different, and I don't want to be boring. I'm different than everybody else because I dress like a pirate. Meanwhile, you're the most boring SOB I've ever seen, man. You're lucky I didn't fall asleep. But anyway, there you go. Story of Styx's, taste buds throughout his life. God. The only reason you would watch this is me watching this and entertaining you. Because this guy is not entertaining at all, except for dunking on. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. Did I mention you should subscribe? And also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, you could do so in a number of ways. Number one, you could leave a super chat. Why not, if you like my content, baby? Also, you can support me on Patreon, link in the description. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member. Hit that join button below the video. And finally, if you'd like to offer a little more support, I have a GoFundMe going on. The link is in the description. You want to know what it's about, what it's for, check it out. It's all there. Anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah. The story of Styx's gut. Tapeworms and all. Oh boy! Wow, that was painful, yo. Styx, if you're out there pretending to be somebody else in my chat, or, you're just watching this, which you probably are, because we know you care, even though you say you don't, which means you care. That was bad, man. That was really bad, yo. That was painful. It was very difficult for me to make that entertaining. And I'm very good at this. What the hell was I watching there? Wow, that was nuts. All right, let's check out the comments. All right, I'm scrolling. Give me a sec. I do read all comments if you're new to the chat. So if you hear a little bit of dead air, it's just me trying to find where I left off in the comments. There we go. Crowbar the Skull. Most people drop ship, but they don't lie about it. Yeah. Locke the Bounty Hunter. Hey, Locke, how you doing? And I know who you are, by the way. And I used to watch your content. I haven't watched it in a while, but I have seen some of your videos. Good stuff. Dude was too annoying. Spends too much time bragging when he's not pretending to tell people what they want to hear. Locke the Bounty Hunter. I'd rather be stuck in an elevator listening to Styx than watch Styx Hexenhammer. He's that bad. Yeah. By the way, he used to be a little more intelligible. I will give him that. Like before he became a booze head and a pill head or pot head, all the above, he was actually mildly entertaining. I mean, he could speak coherently enough and in a focused enough manner on one subject that he was at least watchable. Right? You could get to a video. Now, nah, man. This guy goes off on how many tangents in that video? Good Lord. Locke the Bounty Hunter. Okay, Crowbar the Skull. That's just his face now. Yeah, he didn't always look like that. SM1 Life. He's back on another account. Well, if you're talking about Locke, no, Locke is actually not Styx. But he's probably somebody else, though. But no, I know Locke the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, I recognize his name, and I remember the channel. That's not him. By the way, Styx would never say anything untoward about himself. So even if he thought it would, mask him from discovery. Locke the Bounty Hunter. He looks like a hobo, talks like a hobo. He's a criminal record like a hobo. Yeah. Well, that's why he's a hobo. He's hiding out from the cops. Oscar Slykefoot. I remember my childhood. I had a lot of fun. Isaac Kemp. A Rick and Morty shirt. Cringe. It's one of Mel's shirts, yo. Okay? He has no other shirts. He has the Plague Doctor shirt, which may or may not have been Mel's. Although she's a big girl, so yeah, it looked kind of small. It looked like it actually might have fit him, so I don't think so. She's much bigger than him. And he's got that two-sided black, red satin shirt, red on one side, black on the other. If you're a lazy hobo bum, you can, turn it inside out. It looks like a different shirt. Crowbar the Skull. Food from his childhood. Haha. He's intentionally misspelling his vid title. Yes. Well, remember he lied about being partially blind in one eye because of the fake stroke. As he's trying to pity farm. So he's got to fake the typos, man. Locke the Bounty Hunter. He has no business waxing nostalgic about childhood when he can't even spell. So if you don't know the Styx lore, so Isaac, he pretended to have a stroke back in like February, March, which his mother, the fry cook, diagnosed. And so ever since then, he's been lying about being partially blind. So because of that lie, he has to fake typos in his video titles and his tweets on Twitter to keep up with said lie. So that's why you're seeing that. Isaac Kemp, Rick and Morty has sacked ever since they canned Justin Roiland. Okay. How can he be reminded of childhood when he's already an overgrown child? A good point. Arrested Development. Well, that's why. Because he never left. He never grew out of his childhood, my friend. That's why. Crowbar Skull, for me, it's carne asada, burritos. Lock the Bounty Hunter, I won't lie, I'm partial to Fruity Pebbles. Hey, yo! If I still ate carbs, I loved those things. They were great! Oscar Slykefoot, good potato salad was always my favorite. Okay. Lock the Bounty Hunter, mustard, potato salad. Ugh. Mustard. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, to each his own. Lock the Bounty Hunter, he's partial to salty corn syrup. Oscar Slykefoot, oh yeah, I gotta have the mustard. V8 is disgusting. Yes, Jay Boss. I agree, 100%. V8 is some nasty stuff. Disgusting. Isaac Kemp, V8 and ketchup are the main components of Styx's blood. Woo! Okay, that was good, man. I like that. Oscar Slykefoot, New Englanders should stick to the clam chowder. I think he said he's allergic. Lock the Bounty Hunter. Fun fact, SpaghettiOs are a punishment for war crimes in most countries. Oscar says, I believe that. SM1 Live, Lockett has entered. It sticks in the fun facts. Isaac Kemp, I thought Lock the Bounty Hunter was a war band member. Weird. Kalashnikova, if only Pizza Hut was the same as it was in the 90s. Yeah, I hear they've gone downhill. Pizza Hut. I don't know. I guess it's cheaper pie dough. Isaac Kemp, Lock in Final Fantasy 3 was great. Lock the Bounty Hunter, he's a treasure hunter, not a pickpocket. I don't know. Kalashnikova sticks. Bring the pirate hat back. We miss Timu Jack Sparrow. He's too hot, man. It's summer in New York, yo. And he ain't got no AC. Locke says he's only talking about these things because he's desperate for content. You are correct. So Styx is creatively bankrupt. In addition, he's too lazy to follow the news anymore. He can't really be bothered. He's just given up, man. He's given up. Oscar Slykefoot, the only way I can eat celery is in turkey dressing. Lock the Bounty Hunter, Styx should never cook. He can't be trusted with fire. Styx reminds me of a guy you see at a bar who can never shut up. Well, he drinks. Yeah. What's the booze, man? Unending train of thought. Train of consciousness, yeah. Isaac Kemp, his arms are alarmingly thin. Isaac Kemp, that time Styx made fun of the communal garden in Seattle was great. Oscar Slykefoot, Bubba Gump likes the shrimp. Lock the Bounty Hunter, I doubt Styx has parasites. I don't think parasites need nourishment that badly. Yeah. SM1 Life, Styx needs to stick to politics. I think his mind is too gone. I think his mind is deteriorated so much. He really can't give enough in-depth analytical commentary anymore. Isaac Kemp Broads gets me every time. I too, Eamon, he's daydreaming about food and doesn't have the self-awareness to know why. Yeah, he's not eating. It's very obvious he's not eating. Jagger19 is in the house. Hey, Jagger, how you doing? Isaac Kemp, peace out. Yeah, Jagger19. I'll have to wait about 10 years before I'll get schizo like for Styx. No, dude, Styx is schizo because he's fried his brain, man. He's fried his brain. And it wasn't that spice. I mean, that didn't help, but it's the booze, man. It's the booze. So we've got more Jer. I have a Dunkening segment for Jer. Let's do that. Yes. So my Dunkenings are essentially when I have a collection of clips and they're not like specific content related, like one subject. That first segment I did on Jer wasn't really Dunkening because it was all about the same subject, his coffee company, fake claims about the coffee company and the K-Cup machine he never bought. And, of course, him threatening to, sue people for outing him. Oh, wow, wait, whoa, hold on. Getting some, this is weird. This page doesn't exist? What? Oh, no. But I just farmed these tweets, recently. What's going on here? Well, this pisses me off. Content getting deleted that I plan to use as subject matter? So Jer's deleting tweets again. Oh, that's lovely. That's great, Jer. Oh, this guy, he gets dunked on for a tweet, and he deletes them like a big baby. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, it's gone because he deleted it, of course. Of course he did. Oh, man. Okay. Well, got a few less links to use. That's fine. I can work with that. I can work with that. Yeah. I don't need a lot of content. Oh, no. Another gone? Now I'm getting pissed. I'm getting annoyed. Jer's deleting tweets. All right. I'll use my other clips. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever, Jer. Yeah. He thinks he can just delete stuff, right? Yeah, you can't, buddy. Not gonna work. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had like 8. God damn it. That annoys me. All right, it'll have to do. All right, let me see what kind of length we got here. What?
Tuesday.
Oh, geez. 141, okay. Oh, 351. All right, I think I got enough material here. Even though, like, 3 of them got yeeted for some reason. Isn't that the term? Yeeted. That them baby unalivers like to use. Yeeted my baby. Yeah. Ain't the leftists that get rid of their kids.
Let's talk about this.
It's a fetus, not a baby. What does fetus mean? Baby. I yeeted it. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Fruit Loop. Whatever. All right. Yeah, I got enough material here. Well, I have enough. I can work with not too much, and I can make it entertaining. So, yeah. By the way, it's a little too late anyway. Unlike Jer, I don't do show prep during the show, so this will have to do. This will have to do. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep the high talk to a minimum. I don't think my compressor is 100% dialed in yet. I had somebody complain to me that I'm high talking too much, and yeah, there's segments that are too loud. There we go. All right, let's do this. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, well. I'm doing okay, I'm doing all right. So we're back with another episode of the Dunkening, where I dunk on random clips of people who are eminently dunkable. And in this instance, it is Jeremy Hamlin of the Quartering, because this guy is really, really dunkable most of the time. So we have Kino Grove. So there's a number of clippers I use on Twitter, and Kino Grove is pretty good. Not enough news to support 2 shows. So it turns out Jeremy is dropping his 9 a.m. show because more reasons. Of course, we know the reasons. He doesn't want to get up at 7 in the morning because, you know, this guy boozes it up most of the day. And by the time it's evening, he is sloshed. So, you know, hangovers being what they are, 7 a.m. is too early. So, yeah. So he gets up at 11 or 12 to do his 2 a.m. show. So he's given up on his morning show news after pushing to be the first to breaking news. There's lots of news going on. What's he talking about? Well, I guess there's no news if you don't want to look into it, right? I don't have the time to research news stories. Too busy recovering from my hangover. Yeah. So the 3 news stories he previews are 3 outrage bait stories he only does for his failing YouTube channel. Yeah. He's getting like averaging 40, 50,000 views on the quartering, which is not good for a channel that has a 2+ million subs. And he's got a $10,000 mortgage. So yeah, sounds like his knee injury was oversold for his blog. Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. This guy's he loves pity, right? He loves the pity party. All right, let's take a listen.
Wednesday.
What's with that music? I love it. He's got this exciting music playing, but this guy's the most boring schlub on the planet. He's so low energy. And he thinks this helps. Dude, it only reminds us of how boring you are by contrast, dude. You need to get rid of that music. Put some elevator music, right? That would match your energy.
We got a little bit of news today. Morning show may come back.
Well, it may come back. Yeah. It ain't coming back.
Just there's not enough news to support 2 shows right now.
Oh, there's not enough going on in the world. A translation, I'm too lazy to do the required research, to find the news stories and inform myself on enough of the news in the world to do 2 shows.
So the 2 p.m. Eastern show.
Look at those raccoon eyes. Dude.
Remains the priority. Lots to talk about today. We've got an interesting choice in sentencing for an illegal immigrant that mowed down 3 Americans who are
That's big news.
dead now and will always be dead.
Yeah. Necromancy, unless that becomes a thing, you're right. They'll always be dead, Jer. Brilliant observation, buddy.
We've got a woke Canadian woman who effed around and found out.
What does that mean? Effed around and found out about what? I guess we got to tune in to see. I'm on pins and needles, baby. No, I'm not.
We've got Elliot Page.
Oh, God. Yeah, I made a whole video on that Elliot Page. Unfortunately, it was like an hour long. It's too long for most TikTok brain people these days. I'm a man. This is what I think masculinity is. It's toxic. Well, then why did you want to become a man?
Doing everything.
I wanted to redefine masculinity because the social construct that it is, it's in no way biologically determined. There's no behavior related to being a man that has to do with biology. It's all a social construct, and that social construct is toxically masculine. So I'm going to redefine the toxic masculinity and make it more feminine.
She can to tank the launch of a Christopher Nolan movie called The Odyssey, which nobody really cares about.
Yeah, I'm not going to see that. It's garbage. Yeah, Helena Troy's a black woman. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think. And
we need more representation. Well, what about the representation of Greek people? I love how these people are always arguing and complaining. Oh, it needs to be authentic. Gay people in a movie need to be played by real gay people. So why wouldn't you make a movie about Greeks? One that has Greek actors? Well, they look too white. What's I say?
Candace Owens, with perhaps her most depraved, unhinged, unbelievable plea for attention that I have seen in, ever.
It's very interesting. The chair is so anti-Candace Owens. And he seems to have money that's just falling out of the sky. He's got money coming out his ass for everything he needs. And he's anti-Candace Owens, who is anti-little hat-wearing people. I gotta wonder, is Jer maybe a controlled op? Shill dude? I don't know, man. He's got money coming from somewhere we don't know about. No, I'm a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm just wondering. I'm just thinking out loud. He hates Candace Owens, by the way. Yeah, I wonder why. It's a mystery.
Ever.
Whoa.
You know?
She's deranged. You're normal, though. Oh, okay, buddy. Yeah.
Knees doing good. Getting around good.
Dude, I thought it was the end of the world. Didn't you buy yourself a rascal scooter? You bought yourself some kind of $8,000 scooter with a friggin' extra battery that gives it a 52-mile range. Of course, with this guy's massive girth, it's maybe 5 miles. But even then, you spend all this money on what sounds like an ATV to me to get you around, and your knee is doing fine. You're walking around. You're ambulatory. It's almost as if you exaggerated it all for pity. Yeah.
I still can't see the orthopedist until like
Don't make fun of me. Don't dunk on me. I have a hurt knee.
the 22nd. I feel like by then I'll be totally healed.
Well, it sounds like it was a nothing burger. Interesting. Yeah. But we should believe you. We should trust in you, even though it seems like everything that comes out of your mouth is either an exaggeration or an outright lie. Outright lie. Interesting.
So I'm not sure I'm even going to keep that appointment. I guess I need to see if they need to go in there and clean anything up.
Well, dude, with the $2,000 a month you spend on insurance, you might as well. I think this dude spends more than Boogie 2988. And that's saying something. That dude is even bigger mess than Jer. Wow. Oh my God.
To criticize.
He's going full tilt on Candace. So in this video, Jer displays his Candace Owens hate, which is interesting. I wonder where it comes from. She's very, very critical of the little ... hat ... wearing people. And he's just going hard on her. I wonder why.
To criticize about the United States' relationship with foreign countries, all foreign countries, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have any, your hatred of her has nothing to do with one country in particular. Really, a country that took Tim Pool out to dinner, right? Had a private meeting with Timmy Boy Pool, after the Russia money dried up. Oh, but he didn't know where that money was coming from.
But there is a level of IDS, Israel Derangement Syndrome, that makes people blind to actual facts.
Yeah, we have no reason to be upset with the relationship our country has with that country because we're involved in a war right now that we shouldn't even be in to protect that little country, which can protect itself, of course.
And so every time people start to question her credibility, she'll go back to that. So that people are like, you're right. It was them. They did it.
Months ago, this feels like a good time. I don't buy it, guys. I think this is darker than we could ever imagine. I think
you're dumb.
Well, she's much richer than you, pal. She's got one of the most successful podcasts out there. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest. Except for maybe Joe Rogan, but I mean, she's pretty high up there on the list, but she's dumb. Oh, I see. She's actually wealthy. Unlike you, pal, you're just a pretend millionaire. She's actually a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Oh, but she's dumb. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah, the reality is that Forrest Gump doesn't become a millionaire, okay? Dumb people with low IQs do not become millionaires, but she's a dummy. Okay, pal.
And of course,
I mean, I'll give you this. She's a grifter. I mean, sure, she's a grifter, yeah. She used to be in the left wing space and the FN ... ist space, and she ain't changed at all. She's still the same broad with the same views. She's just grifting off the, right wing's love of women who claim to be godly and traditional. But hey, she's good at it, right? Which is why you really dislike her in the chair. She's better at grifting than you. Yeah.
First, Ben Shapiro dunks on her with the Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. Candace, get in there and make it about you. Candace replies.
Yeah, he's failing, by the way. Ben Shapiro, he's got a huge channel, but he might get less views than you, Jer.
Did they allow you to hold his bloodstained microphone while you so giddily declared? Like you so giddily declared? Did you want it because it's likely what exploded and took his life? Candace Owens, just a few days ago, admitted that there was no exploding microphone. Okay. She herself admitted that, yes, it was a 30-06. She herself admitted that.
I'm not sure. I'm certainly not going to take your word for it, given how dishonest you've been proven to be, buddy.
Now she's back. She can't keep her lies straight.
Pot kettle black, man. I roast my own coffee. I don't roast my own coffee. I have my own K-Cup machine. I don't have a K-Cup machine. I send out 900 pounds to get K-Cup ground up and put in K-Cups. I mean, dude, you can't keep your life straight. What are you talking about? What is this guy talking about? Oh, my God. Talk about lacking in self-awareness, man.
Her own lies
What about your own lies? Oh, no.
betray her constantly.
Hello, Jer. Look in the mirror, man. I roast my own beans. No, it's white label. White label's not drop shipped, even though white label is drop shipped.
She can't keep them straight.
I don't have partners. Oh, I have partners. Oh, I own my own business. It's all vertically integrated. Oh, I have partners, and it's not vertically integrated at all. Oh, I have a coffee factory. I have no coffee factory. I have no equipment at all. I have somebody else roasted, but it's not drop ship. It's white label, which is drop ship. Okay.
I can't keep them straight. Now people like Brandon Tatum are coming out and talking about, you know, basically.
This Brandon Tatum guy is a fraud. Okay, he's a little ... hat ... wearing sweeper apologist. Okay, I think I know whose payroll he's on, in my opinion.
You know, airing out dirty laundry on Candace. I don't
take anything that guy says seriously. He's a controlled up shill, in my opinion.
really care about that stuff. I care about her lies.
I care about your lies. Oh, so we should care about her lies, but we shouldn't care about your proven self-admitted lies. Oh, got it. We shouldn't care about how you contradict yourself all the time. I see. Is this perhaps you trying to distract people away from all of your lies, Jer?
I care about her mission to destroy Turning Point USA, which...
Oh, is that her mission? Is that her mission? I don't know, buddy. By the way, isn't it now kind of sort of controlled by the donors that are the little ... hat ... wearing people?
By all of my dealings with them have been amazing.
Oh, what dealings? Yeah, you went to Amfest, they ignored you. You grifted 13 grand off your audience, some of which you were supposed to give to charity, Toys for Tots or something. What happened with that money, Hal? When is that $70,000 backhoe that you bought and never used, probably, or that $30,000 RC track that freaking Dare are pooping on and that you recently bulldozed, from your own words? Okay, buddy, yeah.
By the way, Turning Point USA has never paid anything for me.
I believe that. They don't care about you. You're a nobody. You're a nobody to them, pal. They put you like in a corner. You paid to be at Amfest. You were like in the least trafficked area. Nobody talked to you. Everybody ignored you. Yeah.
They've never paid for a single thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not a flex, man. That's the opposite of a flex.
Okay, and people say, well, Jeremy, you're defending TPUSA. You must be the payroll. Nope.
Well, you kind of are, really.
I got a booth at Amfest.
That you paid for, yes.
Which was...
It was like in a corner, like near the fire exit or something, like the least advantageous area.
Nice of them.
Yeah, what do you mean nice? You paid for it, man.
That was before... Really, I was vocally, criticizing Candace Owens' attacks on them. I think that's it.
Payoff? Was there a payoff? Maybe. I'm just asking. Is that where your money's coming from? We know you're not making any money on your YouTube channel. $2-3 grand a month. You got like 20-30K a month nut. Where are you getting your money, Jer?
Got invited to one of their parties at the RNC, and I didn't go. That
was a big mistake. But I thought you were a brilliant businessman, dude. You could have networked the hell out of that. No. No, I'm not. I'm a good enough businessman that I don't see that opportunity.
The extent of my...
Oh, you lazy schlub.
Oh, and I door knocked with Scott Pressler through TPUSA.
Yeah, I don't believe that. This guy's walking around knocking on doors all day. What is he, like 500 pounds? Yeah, I don't think so, pal. You didn't have your rascal scooter then. That did not happen, in my opinion.
To get votes for Trump.
Sure you did. Like 3 houses. 3 houses. For somebody else's channel content, maybe that. Yeah. This dude walks the 3 houses. He's beat. He's done.
Most people have never gone out and done, but I did it. It's actually kind of terrifying. People that do it are extremely brave.
Terrifying. Knock on doors? What are you, a baby? What are you, 5? What are you, afraid of strangers? Yeah. He's got a major social anxiety disorder.
And I give them all the credit in the world. Going up to a stranger's door, knocking on it in 2026 is nerve-wracking.
For who? Not grown adults. What are you talking about? What are you, Stick Sex and Hammer? You're not an adult? What? This guy's afraid to go up and knock on doors? This guy's afraid of his own shadow.
But that's the extent of my involvement with TPUSA.
I don't know about that, pal. Is it? Who's funding TPUSA now? Who are their main donors, buddy? We don't want to get into that.
I don't have any reason to be caping for them. I don't have any reason.
Sure you do. That's why you're saying you don't. You doth protest too much, pal.
By the way, it's now been 210 days since Candace Owens promised to release her smoking gun on Egyptian planes.
One of the columns,
Yeah, she's a good grifter. She's a good grifter, pal. Like you, but much better at it.
which was actually saying where the planes landed on that day, because it was plus or minus 3 days, was exactly where Erica had been on that day, and that was inaccurate. And so for clarity, I had been working on the last week on turning it into an interactive timeline that we can put up on our website, which is up on the website when we drop all of the Egyptian plane logs, Egyptian planes, tracking Turning Point Faith. That document we still have for you, which is coming. I'm going to save that again for when we go through the Egyptian plane. I've been very meticulous about this Egyptian plane spreadsheet.
I think I know where his money's coming from, okay? Yeah, he's really, really, really motivated to go after and discredit her.
3
We'll
months.
show you all that because for months
119
I have
days.
just been quietly working on my Egyptian plane timeline. And so for clarity, I had been working on the last week on turning it into an interactive timeline that we can put up on our website.
By the way, you know Jared didn't prepare this. Maybe his editor? Does he still have an editor? Can he still afford to pay somebody? I think so, because he did not do this. Jared is not this technically proficient with this kind of software. He didn't do this.
Anyway, as I was working through this spreadsheet, even more last
The look on his face, he's lying. There's a lie going on right here, a misrepresentation. He has the worst poker face in the world. Look at how forced that smile, that smug grin is on his face. This guy is telling lies, misrepresenting, not being honest in some way. This guy, it's so easy to read him. He says he's good at poker. I don't think so.
week, one of
Look at that face. Yeah. It's so fake. It's so forced. That's his lying face.
It's been 200.
Anyway, moving on. So, Trans Ally, the quartering, has some thoughts on Elliot Page. Okay, well, let's take a listen. I want to hear this. Should be interesting.
God, you just feel so bad for him.
Him? What do you mean, him?
Now, this weekend marks the opening of the Christopher Nolan film, The Odyssey, a desecration of the beloved story and novel,
You mean poem?
in which Helen
Epic
of
poem?
Troy is extremely
Spit it out! Dude's fried his brain on Xannies and booze, man.
thin black woman, and
Throw Oxy into the mix. Oh, boy.
a biological man, Elliot Page, plays a man. A biological woman plays a biological man. Both of these stars are doing everything they can to tank the box office. Now, I'm kind of beyond making endless videos hoping movies fail.
You did with Brie Larson, right?
If you go see The Odyssey and you like it, good for you. I'm not being sarcastic. I think it's kind of cringe to be like berating people into not seeing movies. Maybe Elliot Page is in like 3 seconds of the movie and it's whatever. Now, I won't give them any of my money because I'm not going to support blackwashing historical characters.
Well, and male washing or female washing, whatever. They don't just race swap, they gender swap too. Oh, but he's a man. Wait a second. So if it's just about how you identify, meaning subjectively, then how can you fill the role of a man biologically? So if it's only about self-identification, i.e. the trans stuff, then why would you choose a biological woman to play a biological man if it's just about subjective self-identification? See, this it's very apropos because this trans stuff is literally a Trojan horse, okay?
But if you're just like, whatever, it's a movie, I'm going to go enjoy it. I respect that.
Why would you respect that? It's a horrible movie. Don't go see it. Don't give these people any money. They're going to run out pretty soon. They don't have USAID to support them no more, right? Big giant slush fund for these lefty ideologies.
But the Odyssey star, Elliot Page, is now out here saying gender is simply a quaint myth. The male...
Oh, it's a myth, yeah. Of course. And they do conflate it with biological sex. By the way, even though they try to claim otherwise. Anyway, moving on. So, from the Keto Grove, I like to let people file in. According to his live view count is spinning like a slot machine. He's not beating the bot allegations. Let's take a look at what this person's talking about. Yeah, let's see.
Let's talk about this. I always like to let people file in, but
whoa,
looks like we got a couple.
Yeah, look down there, the red. So it says 3,000, but it's like it's all over the place. I've never seen anything like that.
Couple thousand of you, wonderful, good-smelling, handsome, and beautiful people. If you happen to be watching on the Rumble homepage, remember to just click through on my name, and it'll take you to the video so you can actually get involved in the...
Look at how his numbers are spinning around. He's not wrong. Spinning like a slot machine. Meanwhile, how's the chat moving? Let's roll this back and see how fast the chat's moving.
Let's talk about this. I always like to let people file in, but looks like we got a couple thousand of you, wonderful, good-smelling, handsome...
3,400. It says 3,400. Does that chat look like the chat of a room that has 3,400 real people in it?
And beautiful people. If you happen to be watching on the Rumble homepage, remember to just click.
It's not moving. That chat, if it had 3,400 people, it should be like zooming by so fast you can barely see it. But it ain't moving.
Click through on my name, and it'll take you to the video so you can actually get involved in the chat. And even if you don't want to chat, there's a green follow button. It's absolutely free to follow me. If you haven't yet, please do. If you don't have a Rumble account, let's talk about this.
I think Rumble bots its own content, especially with their big names. So it's pretty obviously botted. That chat is barely moving, which isn't the case if you've got that many people watching. All right. He's complaining more about Elliot Page. This should be interesting.
You want to call your transition or your life...
All right, so Jeremy Hambley is talking more about Elliot Page. Let's take a listen.
You want to call your transition or your lifestyle choices an exception to the rule? I'm totally fine with that. Just like I've always been fine. Look, if you're trans and you want me to use your whatever your trans pronouns are, and you're like a normal person about it, and
wait. Okay. What is this? What are you, a politician, pal? You fence-sitting mook? What are you talking about? If you want me to use your preferred pronouns and you're a normal person... Dude, let's be real. Anybody that believes they're the opposite sex is not normal, okay? You are not normal. You have problems. That's just my opinion. Last time I looked, this was still a mental illness at DSM-V5. You look in there, oh, gender dysphoria. Everybody's trying to ignore the fact that this is a mental illness. They're enabling it because of this false premise that if we don't support these people in their transition, well, they'll unalive themselves. And we can't have a bunch of people unaliving themselves, even though, from the research I've seen, the numbers of unalivings are higher for the people who have transitioned than those that don't. Oh, but, what about those that, Those that don't, they do off themselves. Ooh, we gotta support them. First of all, correlation doesn't equal causation. Can you prove that they're unaliving themselves because other people are refusing to affirm their pronouns? Can you prove that? No. You can't. And you can't go ask them. They're unalived. Oh, but we need to affirm them. Meanwhile, we're confusing the hell out of everybody. Left is right, up is down, black is white. So they don't understand, so they can't recognize truth when they see it. So they're much more easily manipulated by the powers that be. But we gotta support that. Ooh, yeah. No, I don't. I won't. But he will. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're a real right-wing, Jer. You're a real conservative. Ooh, yeah.
I will.
Yeah, we know. Because you're not really a conservative. You're not right-wing. You're just a grifter. You're fake. You're a fraud. You're a phony. Okay? You're a poser. You're a pretender.
Because I don't care.
Right. Yeah. You should. And if you were a real conservative, you would.
But you are an exception, not the rule.
What do you mean exception? They're all mentally ill. I don't understand this. Like, what are you talking about? I think I'm a woman. You're a big fat guy with a beard. And you got a Tootsie Roll down there, but you think you're a woman? Yeah, you're mentally ill. Okay, there's no exception, all right? Mentally ill people are not mentally ill. They're mentally ill. All right? It's that simple. What are you talking about? There's no exception. What? Makes no sense.
And if
I'm a not black person. But you're black, yeah. But I'm an exception. I'm not black. What?
in fact, most trans people
Law of identity, buddy. You are what you are. You can't be mentally ill and not mentally ill at the same time.
know this. It's just
You're one or the other. And if you think you're a woman and you're a dude or vice versa, you're mentally ill. Well, it's a law of non-contradiction, dude. Hello. What are you talking about? Oh, this is crazy, man.
these activists.
I mean, dude, pick a side. This is what people mean when they talk about Jeremy Hambley as being a fence sitter, okay? He's a fence sitter. He wants to try and appeal to both audiences on the left and on the right, but he ends up appealing to neither in any big way, all right? And people are figuring that out. That's why his viewership is on the decline. Well, that and the fact that he's a big giant flagger, that don't help.
Want to call
And he lies about his coffee company and, calls people stupid for pointing out his lies. Yeah, so there's that. So there you go. There you go. That is the latest Dunkening of Jeremy Hambley, possible, potential, controlled op shill. In my opinion, possibly, maybe, it would sure explain where his money's coming from, because it sure ain't coming from his YouTube channel. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. I hear it's good for the algorithm. Now, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, there's a number of ways you can do it. You can leave a super chat. Any amount would be greatly appreciated, and it really does help. It goes a long way. You can also join my Patreon, link in the description. Or you can join the YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member by hitting the join button below the video. And also, I do have a GoFundMe campaign going on right now. You want to know what that's about? Link is in the description. Check it out. It explains everything. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I had more content, by the way. Like 3 of the pieces I had were gone. Like, it said page does not exist. Somebody deleted the content. Lovely. I do hate when that happens. But fortunately, it doesn't happen very often. Anyway, let me get to your comments, if any. All right. I got to scroll back. Give me a sec. Yeah, I know what you guys hate the chewing. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, man. It don't look like there's that many comments, unfortunately. Kilo Charlie. Anyone said that you resembled James Taylor? I don't know who that is. People usually tell me I look like Trevor from GTA 5. So, either that or Abe Vigoda. Those are the ones I hear the most. Jager, Jeremy just can't hack it, Kenny. Criticism, apparently not. Jagger 19, he can't take the comments. Yeah, seems like. Kilo Charlie, I can imagine a Muppet to your voice. What? Okay. Is this Sticks? We might have Sticks back in the room, everybody. Okay, this is Sticks Hexenhammer. Sticks is back, also known as Kilo Charlie 42. So we have Sticks Hexenhammer in the room. He's so dumb, he thinks he can disguise himself. But his arrogant and pretentious nature is impossible to mask. Crowbar the Skull, Candace is a much more skilled grifter than Jeremy. Absolutely. She's very good. And he's jealous, if you ask me. Klashikova, of course, Jeremy didn't mind his treatment at the Amfest. He's used to having to pay for things while being made to sit in the corner. Ask the Sky Bowl. Oscar Sidefoot, I had Candace figured out a long time ago. She got rich by knowing how to use the system, like Oprah. Hey, I mean, if she's figured it out, if she can game the system, more power to her, baby. Jagger 19, I guess they treat Jer like the child that he is, one who has seen and not heard. You know, well, you saw where they put him in Amfest, right? He was like in an anti-room. He was like in an antechamber, like off the main room. You know. Klashikova. Jeremy pays but doesn't get to pay. Pays but doesn't get to play. He just watches from the chair. Yeah. You know, he flagged my video about the cuck chair. Yeah. Oscar Slagfoot. Well, Jer could have shown up at the RNC and handed out coffee mugs with his face on them. Oh. You think anybody would keep those mugs? I don't. I mean, if I get a free coffee mug from Jer with his face, I'm tossing it. Jager, I bet Jer can't split out his vowels and consonants. Spit out? Oh, I'm blind. Let me pop out the chat. At least if I center it, I can read it a little better. There we go. All right. Klashkova, Oscar Sykfoot, you expect Jeremy to have any competency at business? Come on now, you know better. True that. Oscar Sykfoot, I'm a dude, but I identify as a 71 Plymouth Cuda, and if you misgender me, I will sue you. Well, that's the thing about these confused people. I think a lot of it has to do with feeling in control. They want to force you to refer to them the way they want to be referred to. And it's like, yeah, but the way you want to be referred to, it doesn't jive with reality, right? I mean, you want me to call you they, them, but you're an individual. You want me to refer to you as a he, but you're a she. Why would I do that? You're literally forcing me. It's force. It's coercion. And if you don't do it, you can be fired in a lot of cases. You can be socially ostracized. You can be shamed. Jager 19. Jeremy also drunk tweets and deletes a lot of what he posts. Yeah. Garbage Man is in the room. Hey, Garbage Man, how you doing? Good to see you again, my friend. Hunter S. Thompson, you look like him. I'll have to look up a picture. I don't have all these people memorized. I don't know half the people tell me that I look like. I don't know who half of them are. 90% of the time, it's Abe Vigoda or Trevor from Grand Theft Auto. Those are the ones I hear. And then some people tell me I either sound like Bill Burr or Gilbert Gottfried. I can see the Gilbert Gottfried. I don't know about Bill Burr. That guy's a big giant cuck anyway. Yeah, hadn't Bill Burr gone soft? Like he's all super feminist now? Yeah. Oscar Slackfoot, they teach tolerance. That just means putting up with something, not accepting it. Well, they don't put up with people like me. They're not even tolerant. You're not allowed to have an opinion. See, that's the interesting thing about the left. They preach tolerance, but what they really mean is for what we approve of. So they don't tolerate the things they don't approve of. But isn't tolerance about tolerating the things you don't like? That's why it's tolerance, because you don't need to tolerate the things you do like, because you like them. So, yeah, I don't get it. Garbage Man, you should play in the Gilbert Gottfried vibe. Okay. All right. It's interesting. I do hear a Gilbert Gottfried sometimes. But anyway, I think that's it as far as content. I don't think I have any more bits. Yeah. Unless I covered another Sticks video. Oh, God. I don't know, man. That's rough. Maybe I can? I don't know. Let me see. Does he even have any new content? Except for waxing nostalgically about his childhood foods, I don't think this guy has posted anything particularly interesting or noteworthy. There are a lot of people talking about him. I see some new videos. All right, let me see what he's got up here. By the way, Sticks is back on YouTube. He finally figured out the two-factor authentication. It only took him a month. This guy. He's got nothing but time on his hands, but he doesn't have the time, nor does he want to put in the effort to figure out how to get back onto his YouTube account. On ICE and its reaction to stop illegals. And it's 1:50 seconds. What? Are you kidding me? He posted 3 videos today. One is 12 minutes, and 2 of them are, one is 1:46, and another's 1:50. What? How lazy is this guy? My God, dude. Sticks, you got all the free time in the world, man. And you posted 12, 13, less than 15 minutes, like 15 minutes of content in a day? What is this guy doing with his time? He's not eating. You booze it up too much last night, pal? Too hungover? What the hell? The stupid war with Iran continues, and he misspelled the. Oh, childhood food nostalgia. That's from yesterday. And Imam Dami, the ape apologist. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. What is it with this guy? Why is he so lazy? I know why he's so lazy. The dude is so boozed up. His health is horrible. Is it laziness, or it's just he's in such bad shape? I don't know, man. By the way, anybody out there notice Tim Pool having on these nobody guests that are associated with the quartering drama? Didn't he have that stuttering dude? What's his name? John the stuttering guy. Some guy that made videos about the quartering, and the quartering and him had drama. Stuttering Craig or something. Guy doesn't stutter, by the way. Maybe he stuttered at one time. I don't know. First he has Chrissy Mayer. Did anybody watch that entire stream? I didn't bother. I'll be honest. I went on Twitter. I looked for clips. I couldn't find any. It was so boring, even the regular clippers it didn't clip it too much. Is Tim Pool just, is his channel flagging in popularity and relevance? Because he seems to be having on guests. Maybe I could get on. You think I should email Tim Pool? You think he would have me on? He had on Chrissy Mayer. Some of my videos have got more views than some of hers, and she's got a 100K subscriber channel. I don't know. Maybe I could get on Tim Pool, man. You think? It's possible. If he has her on, I got a chance, right? I got a shot. Well, I don't know. I do not know. It's worth a try. Fly me out to West Virginia, Redneck Central, to his cult compound, hang out with that goofball Ian, 50-year-old man-child, and that guy people keep telling me is a musician, but he's not a failed musician, even though he's like still a young man and he's a talking head on Tim Pool's show and isn't doing music. Okay. So being a talking head on Tim Pool and living in his cult compound pays better than creating music. But he's still a successful musician. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Oh, maybe I could get on there. I don't know. I think they would probably not want to have me on because I talked smack recently. I'm a comedian. What do you want? Yeah, I'm a philosopher, but I mix in a lot of comedy, too. You know, you should be able to make fun of yourself, right, Tim? He's got that beanie. Everybody makes fun of that freaking beanie. So, I mean, hey, you should be able to, you know, be self-effacing, not take yourself too seriously, right? You should have me on. It'd be a lot of fun. I'd be a lot more interesting than Chrissy Mayer. I tell you that. No, that's not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. I don't think she's going to be a co-host on the Quartering Show either. Somebody told me they had a falling out. I saw some kind of tweet where he said something derogatory about her. I don't know if it was real, but it wasn't too polite. It wasn't too kind. You think their relationship fell through? Because he hasn't talked about that co-host in a while now. I kind of get the feeling that's not happening. I should try. I think I'll go to Timcast IRL and, you know, say, hey, you want to have me on your show? I'm a hell of a lot more interesting than Chrissy Mayer. And you had her on. Hell, you paid for a plane ticket to fly her out there to the middle of nowhere. Probably sent a car to the airport to pick her up. Bring her out to your compound. Never understood that, by the way. Doesn't everybody that works for this Tim Pool guy, like, live on his compound? Like, they all live there? It's some weird cult vibe. I don't know. It strikes me as very odd. It's like, what kind of control freak are you, man? You need to have the people that work for you live with you? I don't know. It's a little strange. A little odd, but who knows? I should try that, just for fun. Maybe I could get on. I don't know. He seems to be having a lot of nobodies on his show, so maybe I could get on there. It's worth a try. I think I will. I doubt I'll hear anything back, but it's worth a shot, yo. Maybe, who knows? Could see me on Tim Pool in a few weeks. Probably not. It's probably not gonna happen, but why not? Why not try? Jager 19, Abe Vigoda. I almost never thought he would croak. I wanted to see him and Dick Van Dyke fight for immortality. That's just pure laziness for a pseudo-intellectual. He likes to style himself, but he sure as heck can't be bothered with basic upkeep. Yeah, he can't even comb his hair. Jagger 19. Even my oldest uncle, who drank since he was 16 years old, and he turned 80, and he never was as lazy as Styx. Yeah, Styx has mental problems, though, if you ask me. Oscar Slagfoot. Tim is jumping on the bandwagon to tempt new viewers. Maybe. Jager. Now, that's saying something about Styx if he's lazier than an 80-year-old man. Temple thinks he's the godfather with that compound. Either that or he has David Koresh vibes. He does kind of feel like a cult leader. I don't know. Yeah, I get the cult leader kind of feel from him. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to email Tim Pool IRL, Timcast, and say, hey, check out my channel, man. Check out my channel. You might want to have me on. I'm an absolute nobody, but so is Chrissy Mayer. She's not even funny. How does she even call herself a comedian? Did anybody out there actually watch that? I mean, what the hell? It was like the worst. Talking about saving her placenta and burying it in the backyard and then planting a tree on top of it. It's weird stuff, man. And she thought that was funny. So odd. Very odd. I did not understand it. I guess that Locke the bounty hunter guy left. Probably had to go to bed. Yeah. I'm surprised he showed up. Sometimes we get some, Manosphere folks in here, which is cool. But yeah. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll contact Tim Pool. Could you imagine me on Tim Pool's show? Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. I don't know, though. I'd have to give up my anonymity. Well, no. I mean, I think he'd probably keep my real identity secret. I mean, if he has to buy the ticket, he would know who I was. But anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to head out. I'm out of water, for one, and I do have coffee left. But all right, guys, that's it for me. Chrissy Mayer's as funny as a funeral. Yeah. Yeah, she's the DEI comedian. That's what she is. Goes to a comedy club. Hey, you know who I am? No, I'm a woman and a comedian. It's a very interesting mix, isn't it? Not really. Are you funny? No. She's probably going to those improv clubs on open mic night. That's what I imagine. That's the kind of comedian she is, right? Open mic night at the local improv club. That's the only way she's getting on stage, man. Only way. And even then, half the audience walks out. She is super freaking boring. Wow. Yeah. All right, guys. Show's getting a little long in the proverbial tooth. I am also streaming on... I've been streaming on Rumble this whole time, too. Let me go check and see if there's any comments. Probably not. I had like one comment. Yeah. I think Rumble's a bust. And again, Kick was a bust, too. Maybe I need to stop streaming on Rumble or Kick and just double the quality of my YouTube live streams from 720p to 1080p, and that way picture quality will be a lot better. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I think I've split my resources and I don't need to. So I think next show I'm going to record in 1080p and so better picture quality. I don't know about sound. Did anybody out there notice the high points? I've had some people complain about peaks because sometimes at the end of a sentence my voice tends to, rise to a very high point. Which is why I've been fiddling with my compressor, but it's some people are still complaining. So I don't know if anybody out there thought it was too high. If you did, I would appreciate the feedback. Not going to hurt my feelings. I'm asking for it. So it's okay to tell me if the sound was peaking and too high. Jager, great stream. Realist, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I'll know soon enough. Once I edit and post them, I'll be able to see for myself. All right, guys, I will be back. Cool. I'll be back Friday at the same time. I do have a death wish. Streaming on the same night and time as Fat Man and Little Cokehead Boy. But, well, it should be just Fat Man and Little Coke Boy. But regardless, they're on vacation, so good for me. All right, that's enough. Let me restore chat. All right, sounds good on your end, Oscar. Good. All right. Cool. Everybody's saying the sound is fine. Maybe I've dialed it in correctly. Anyhow, on that note, I think I'm out of here. Again, I will be back Friday night, same time, 11 p.m. New York City time. You want to know what that time is where you are? Just Google current time in New York City. Not hard. Anyway, I am the realist philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day.